me a breakfast burrito, I'll suck your cock and I'll Venmo you.
All right. Welcome.
Wow.
You're gonna be on the couch?
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself a hand wash, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna give myself a hand job. If that's all right with you.
Oh, John. Oh, you're very good. You're very good at that.
I'm not actually.
No, you sound really, really good, man.
You're being facetious. You're recording yet or no?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No. But we edit stuff. We edit around. We.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue, scoop dee. Oh yeah!
How about the mic here?
Did you see it?
You know when an interview goes bad, they take the mic off here.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I like the idea of it going on for a while though.
Yeah.
You know what? This isn't going to work for me. And I shouldn't have come here in the first place, and you have a lot of disrespect.
How about that? The interview's over.
Please, young business.
Done.
There's no need for the interview to be over.
Interview's over.
Young business.
Y'all, all y'all motherfuckers.
I have I don't know if I'd call it a joke, but I will call it a magic trick. I have one of those things that you can keep in your mouth and just do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, made me think of that. I do
Yeah.
that sometimes on stage, but it's big, so you can't talk while it's in there. So I either, for the first 3 minutes I'm talking like this, or I just go out there and I have to open with it.
You're doing this recently?
I'm in and out with. I have a lot of props. In fact,
I'd love to see your stand-up. I haven't seen it in years.
Boppers, Goblins. I'm headlining the Irvine Improv in Southern California this Thursday, March 16th. If you want to come out, ticket link is in the description. If you don't want to come out, you could check out the Discord link in the description. Liquid Death's new iced teas are available now with free shipping on Amazon and at retailers near you. Take Your Shoes Off podcast listeners get 20% off your first Liquid Death apparel purchase. Available exclusively at liquiddeath.com/TYSO. That's liquiddeath.com/TYSO for 20% off their one-of-a-kind apparel. This episode of Take Your Shoes Off is sponsored by the Freeze Pipe, and if you know us, you know we love the Freeze Pipe. The thing f***ing rips, pun intended. Visit thefreezepipe.com and use code TYSO for 10% off your order. That's thefreezepipe.com and code TYSO for 10% off. Shipping is free. Your throat and lungs will thank you. I haven't put these pants on in a while.
And I feel like it's an issue now.
No, I was just going to say when I put them on, I found not one, but two mustaches in my pocket. I laughed out loud in my room when I was putting these pants on.
Yeah. Wow, that's so. Do you laugh out loud alone a lot? Mm-hmm. Do you talk to yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All day long?
No. I talk to myself sometimes.
Do you say like jokes?
Cool,
do you
Rick.
say
Be
jokes
cool,
to
Rick.
yourself?
You don't need to tell them everything. What's up?
do you tell? You're talking out loud.
I have a TMJ disorder. Sometimes it sounds like that.
Okay. So it's a click.
Easier,
I thought I heard
easier,
something.
Rick. Just be cool. You get edit around this.
I can hear you so clearly in here.
Good. Levels are good.
Levels are great.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll talk to. Do you ever like say a joke to yourself, and you're like, "That's good. I'm good. That was great."
More when I talk to myself, it's more like parenting myself. Like Rick, just like clean up.
Yeah, but you know how you always have to make a joke.
I don't always have to make a joke.
You know. You don't think so? You could turn it off?
Yeah.
We've turned it off together.
Yeah, I mean, but why? When comedians are around other comedians in bed,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're playing.
Right.
This is if I saw you every day, it would be easier to be like, let's do that for a second. Let's just try it. Let's pretend we do this every day and we're not on a podcast, okay?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, man?
What's up, Rick?
It's hard. You know what?
You know.
It's always this too. You hear this?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we proved that we can't do it.
I think that you are
A tour de force.
Yes. On my, let's just use a sample of my podcast. This is episode,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, high 190s, I think.
Yeah.
Which is what I say to my buddy 190s when I see him. Hi, 190s. Watch your language. You are probably on a scale of like well known to how funny. You are on the lower end of people knowing you.
Yeah, for sure.
And on the maybe top 5, top 3, top 25, top 100 funniest.
Wait, why did the number get
I
bigger?
realize I've had funny people on here. But I think, and I've told
So
you this.
I guess my question, I have a question.
Oh,
for
yeah, I'll
that.
finish later. Go ahead.
No, you finish. Oh,
I appreciate it, but go ahead. Fucking guy, go keep interrupting me.
No, go ahead.
No,
Finish.
please.
No, I need to know where you're going to land.
I will remember.
Land the plane.
I'll remember.
What? Okay. I'm one of the funniest people you know, top 25 to 100 at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, not at least, but
And I'm the least known person you know.
not the least known. I'm saying the
I-
standard
it's here, it's
deviation
off.
between the deviation between how well known somebody is and how funny they are on my podcast. Normally, if they're very funny, they're more well known.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you have the biggest standard deviation of like for somebody who is so people don't. Who you having on your podcast today? Jon Rudnitsky. People are like, who the fuck is that? I already hate him.
Yuck. Ugh.
You know what? So go ahead. What were you interrupting me to say? Just to repeat what I said?
What? Is that how you finished it? Because that's just the same thing you already said.
Well, I was.
You were going to say more to that?
Yeah.
What was it then, bitch? You said you knew.
Could we hear? I want to acknowledge the people at home. If you could hear the people cleaning this garage outside,
You can. Can you fix it in post?
I try not to lie to my audience.
This is all useless. But you're not going to be able to use any of it because of the garage thing.
Well,
I want to talk to you about the deviation thing.
yeah.
So what am I doing wrong if I'm...
You don't have any distinctive characteristics. To be honest with you, your jokes are something that anybody could do, but you happen to come up with them. You're kind of miserable.
Yeah. I'm not.
I know.
Well, I am, but
Comedy miserable.
low key.
Yeah. Are you a Thor fan?
No. Don't do that with me.
What, you don't get it?
Don't do this with me. No shitting on me. No lifting up your butt to shit on me.
Oh, okay.
No winking at them.
Well, the second one is different than the first one. That's
You
a sign of
we're
respect.
friends.
This
We're
is a sign of
friends.
respect.
We're friends. We're friends. Now you can shit on me. if
Loki
you
is
want.
Thor's
You can
brother.
shit
That
on
was
me
the
if
joke
you
I was
want.
making.
Oh, Loki. Yeah. Right on.
I know. I just want people to know if you haven't seen one of John's episodes before, and if you I was busting your balls. I mean, you've been on Saturday Night Live, you've done voiceovers, I'm sure.
What a fucking intro.
You're on TikTok.
Guy who did the bare minimum here.
Bare minimum. Saturday Night Live. That's not the bare minimum. Speaking of bare minimum,
That's what she said.
somebody gave me that.
Have you seen Thor?
I've seen some of them.
Okay.
I just wanted to. My point was to let people in on the fact, like, if you don't know who Jon Rudnitsky is, I think,
and you don't. And
I
you
love
don't,
you.
by the way. I love
One
you
of the
too.
funniest moments on my podcast ever was your first time you came on doing the tarot chip reading thing, where we were talking about patatas.
Yeah, potatoes.
You know what? We'll let him
Patatas.
in. Hey, guess how many different vegetables are in that? 1, 2. What do you think?
1.
Parsnips, taro, sweet potato, yucca, and batata. Batata? Batata? What's that last one?
There's a... Wait, you mean to tell me there's parsnip, taro, sweet potato, yucca, and batata in here? And we're back. It's good. Did you have those made?
Yeah.
They're a great hat.
I'll get you one if you want.
I would love that.
Your TikToks are online. I watch your stand-up clips. Your hair is amazing. You're funny. You're in the pocket. You get it. So to be honest with you, if you're really asking what are you doing wrong, though I don't think you're doing anything wrong, I just don't, people haven't found it yet.
People haven't found it.
Yeah.
People have found you, Rick.
I'm on the podcast.
Look, I want you to know, now you're in a place that's, You're in a new place here. You're on a TV show.
Right.
2 TV shows?
Yeah.
2 TV shows.
Depends.
You're not even allowed to do that. You're on 2 TV shows. You
One of
got
them recently got canceled, so technically it's one now, but I was doing
the one where you're on the spectrum.
Did you not want to say autism?
Your autistic show got canceled.
Yeah, it got canceled.
But it was a huge hit, I thought.
Listen, man, it was award-winning.
You were on the Today Show talking about your autism.
I was actually not talking about my autism as much as I was talking about an ex-girlfriend of mine's mom who made purple hot dogs.
I missed that one.
My girlfriend at the time was at her neighbor, so it was just the mom and me and making hot dogs, and great. And I took a look, and the hot dogs were purple, which was odd. And the wrappers were under some garbage, which made me feel like, is she hiding the wrappers?
purpleness of the yeah.
So now it expired 4 years ago. And she said, well, they're fine. And I said, they expired 4 years ago. And she said, they were in the freezer. And I said, freezers aren't magic. And we're getting in my head, I think we're just having a fun debate on hot dogs. And she's like, my daughter's gonna marry this guy that's nuts about this stuff.
Right.
3 days ago, my friend calls me that her mom called her crying. I'm on episode 7 of Rick's show.
Right.
I get it. And like, you needed me to do this show as we see it on Amazon Prime streaming now? So I had you understand that I didn't want to eat a purple hot dog?
Rick, this has been fun, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
this
for
was
making my
awesome.
day. And congratulations on the show.
Thank you very much,
Good
man.
to have
I
you here, my
appreciate
dude. Really appreciate you.
Yeah. Okay. So,
But tell me about you. Tell me.
well, I'm just saying you got a fridge full of kombucha
Oh, yeah.
and probiotics and
I am very probiotic.
bulgogi and bibimbap. And you're like a
Believe
different.
that.
You're a different guy now. Your apartment, you got a new apartment, which is the same apartment, kind of, but is interesting.
I don't know if you're burning me or if you're
No.
just making it saying.
No, you
something.
like moved apartments, but it's kind of the same apartment, isn't it?
How so?
But you have it upstairs now.
Oh.
But I'm saying you're moving up in the world.
When I go to bed, and then I come back down.
I wanted to tell you,
Yes, I'm so glad.
I'm nervous coming here
I couldn't tell.
because you fuck me every time.
How so?
Last time you fucked me good.
Well, you're welcome.
I love you. Thank you for having me.
So why are you nervous?
No, because every time I leave here, I feel like it didn't go good.
Yeah, but don't you feel that whenever you leave a place?
No, I feel it mostly when I leave your apartment.
Why do you think that is? I have such a good time with you, and you're having a different experience.
I could have a good time now. I'm not like totally yet, but I could.
Well, the first time you were insecure about your relationship situation.
Yeah.
And you came in and
She's since moved on.
you,
We were engaged. It broke up. It's fine. I'm good. Go on.
do you want to talk about it?
No, what's next? We'll come back to it. Go ahead.
Well, you were insecure about some of the stuff that happened in your life with this relationship.
Yeah.
And then you got insecure that you were talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah, which I think made for probably great content.
It was great. And it wasn't even that private. I mean, it was, is it worth repeating or no? They could watch the first one if they want to watch.
Yeah, they can watch the first one if they want to watch.
Maybe we'll swipe to a little clip.
Yeah, we'll swipe to a clip. Her ex had died, and she had a tattoo of him, and I felt like I couldn't compete with it, and that's where I was.
Her
obsessive
what
about
died?
it. Her ex.
Yeah, her ex passed away. You're supposed to say passed away. It's more respectful.
He died. No, he passed away. He passed away. I'm sure.
So yeah, you were and that. So the first time you came over, you were already in a space where you're just like and then we did the podcast, and it was great. I mean,
Potatoes.
it was great. And the second time was a holiday episode. Was fantastic.
I don't remember the content of that, but I think
I actually don't know. Was it the holiday episode? I think so.
I did a holiday episode, and then I came back and I sprained my ankle here.
Right.
I never
I
sprained
felt
my ankle.
really bad about that. So you were coming over, and we decided it's your third time on. We love weed. We had never done high episode, so let's do a high episode, which is what I say to my buddy 190 when.
But I
showed
didn't.
up a little
I didn't
bit.
take weed. I didn't take any. Right? You did it alone, or did we
So
both?
10
take
minutes
it?
before you got here, which was 45 minutes after I took my edible, you're like, you don't want to get high, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but I am so stoned.
Yeah,
And you were out on the balcony, and I was inside, very high.
yeah, and we were just kind of missing.
Yeah. I didn't know we were missing.
You thought we were locked in.
I thought we were.
I think
we were
people liked
boxing.
it. People thought it was like a banter, but I was legitimately
Looking back and knowing that you were really like not there with it, I felt very bad. I like,
You did?
because then it was like I was being mean and I didn't know it. I was
Yeah.
busting your balls because you play
Yeah.
so funny when you're backed into a corner.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a little cuck bitch. I just like I get fucked at every turn. I What's happening?
I have to check to make sure the cameras are going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys good? All right.
Be cool, Rick. Be cool. I don't think he understood when you said hi to 190 again. You were doing another high joke earlier.
I gotcha. No, I understood that one.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I did it twice.
Oh, God. You did?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm going to miss a few things. But anyway, I just can
High
get...
five.
Motherfucker.
But we don't need to recap of the old episodes. You know, let's just talk now.
Let's just talk
I
now.
haven't seen you in a while.
Well, yeah, how you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thanks. We'll take the check.
No, I thought it was a bug.
This interview's over.
So tell me about what's going on. You moved to New York. You were engaged.
Yeah.
You guys got out of that relationship. We don't need to get into it unless
The
you
relationship
want,
the engagement blew up, so I ran to New York.
Oh, you moved to New York after.
Yeah, not for any sort of work, just to be like,
No,
this is
the relationship
where you
ended because-
burn your life to the ground.
Your relationship ended because you wanted out?
I wanted out. I was scared.
Yeah.
I was really terrified.
What were you terrified of?
A lifelong commitment.
Right. So it wasn't to the person. It wasn't the person. It was the commitment.
It wasn't the person so much as feeling stuck. And do you understand that feeling? Do you think a lifelong commitment freaks you out?
Yeah, but I want it.
Yeah. I mean, me too.
And it doesn't freak me out in the way where it's like, I'm not going to do it. It's just that, before I buy a television,
Yeah.
I look online.
Yeah.
I go to the store. I look online again. I watch reviews. I go to the store. I do all these things. And then I'm like, then I buy the TV. And then I leave it in the box for a couple months. I don't know if you could see back there. That's
a
the TV.
TV.
Yeah. And like once I
Go to the store.
Oh, yeah. I look, I ask questions. How much do I
Do
care
these
about
guys
what an
know the
OLED is?
answer?
What's that?
These guys know the answer.
You know what I
They're
found out?
They're like, who is this guy coming to ask? We haven't been asked a question in 12 years.
A lot of them don't. And when somebody knows an answer, I think to myself, you know what I do when somebody knows answers to my questions at a store? I get their name. I tell the manager.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I go, this guy or girl. I can imagine. Knew all the answers. And they're amazing and so helpful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm so attracted to is people who do their job well. And I mean that in
So few people do.
in any place you go. I'm just thinking like in a day at a restaurant or a dry cleaner, at a gas station, at a Best Buy,
Yeah.
on set or anywhere in the coworkers that we work with. When people are good at their job, like they know what they're doing and they try. And I don't mean like they're all about it. Just like they're good. They know what they're doing and they try. It's just like, I forget who says this. I've said it before, but it's a great saying. And maybe I'll put it up if I find, but how you do something is how you do everything. Do you know this quote?
I don't, but I like it.
And I really, it's not a fair enough sample to see somebody do something one or two times and assume that's how they could do everything. But it's a good starting off point.
Wow. Oof. I got problems if that's the kind of the standard.
What kind of problems?
Well, how I do everything?
It's too much. How do you everything? How do you do something?
Depends what the thing is.
What is the thing that you do that you think maybe you have problems?
What is the thing that I...
What made you say? What was it? Why you said?
Therapy. I don't feel like I do much. I feel like this is the thing I'm doing today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got a lot you're going to do after this.
I told you I have a hard out.
What is your out?
12:30.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what my
No,
hard
not
out
the
is.
time. No, that's what I want to know.
gonna
What
tell
your
you.
hard out is.
And
Anybody who has a hard out is doing well.
well, I'm doing it for my wellness. My self-care. There's something I've been working on a bit.
Oh, okay,
That's
go
why
on.
you see I have the certain kind of foods I'm eating now. And I'm willing, before I tell you what it is, I want you to know I'm willing to cancel this thing if I can. If we could get in the pocket, we're going, because I've been looking forward to this. But the thing I'm doing is a stretch class.
Oh, that's great. No, you should do that. Every time I stretch, which is like once a month, I'm like, this is everything.
And when you do it in a class for 45 minutes, which is different than yoga to me, because yoga, they're just telling me to flying eagle. And I'm like, I don't know. Is that from Space Jam? And this class, it's actual things that I know how to do. And there's like this big stick where you go like this and you go like this. And you're like, it feels good.
And you probably feel totally open.
Mm-hmm.
Should have done it before the pod.
The class is at a certain time.
Right. Your heart out.
And if you don't go to these classes when you sign up, they give you a strike, and a certain amount of strikes, you can't sign up for classes for a week. So if I decide to cancel, which I don't know.
They punish you.
But I was going to give them a call, and we would change the voice so they would sound like when like it's a black silhouette and you can't really understand the voice.
Oh, yeah.
We would do that, but I would call them on the pod if I canceled.
Gotcha.
But tell me more.
What do you want to know?
Your commitment issues.
My commitment issues. Yeah. I'm feeling here. Can I tell you what I'm feeling in this moment?
Absolutely.
Like we've had really good podcasts in the past.
Have we? Because it seems like you thought.
No. What I think is that I think they're going bad, but then they end up being good for the viewer because of the discomfort and the tension. And now I'm feeling like I'm boring the viewer.
Right.
Like I'm not giving them anything.
Of course you feel that way.
It's like, Dax Shepard on or whatever, and everyone's like loving it, and then they're like, I don't know this guy, and now I'm not interested in this guy as well. That doesn't work for that.
Yeah, but you could turn that into a laugh button and post.
Gotcha.
In fact, on that one, no, I'll leave it.
Just leave it as is. Just leave it as is. Let me ask you something.
Yeah, make it quick.
Now that you're
heart out.
Now that you're famous, how's your life changed? Be honest. Be honest. You get calls from people you never thought you'd get calls from.
I still don't know who they are. That happens all the time, by the way. I block so many numbers. You get calls from people that are just like saying, it's not a prank because there's no joke, but it's the wrong number, and they pretend like they meant to call somebody else.
Yeah,
and texts. You get these texts. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's
Alex.
Brian.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
You still haven't turned that in. We should follow up on that meeting.
Do you know?
You know what? I got nothing going on. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll turn it in when I can. I'll just go meet that person.
Do you know Jay Larson?
Yeah, I love Jay Larson.
Do you know what bit I'm thinking of? He did it on Conan.
Oh, no, tell me.
He has a special coming out, I think, end of March or early April, and this might be coming out around then. So
guy.
I want to plug once I know. Let's cut to.
What's up, guys? Jay Larson here, and I'm letting you know that I got something that you need to know about. April 19th, my new special, Sounds Like Bruce, coming out only on Jay Larson Comedy YouTube channel. That's right. And you guys here at Take Your Shoes Off podcast are find out before anybody else. Sounds Like Bruce, Jay Larson Comedy on YouTube. Watch it.
But he has a bit.
You guys must have had a lot of fun together.
We didn't. Oh yes, we haven't recorded it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, he's coming over later.
Today?
No.
Understood.
In the week, we're getting below the line here. And
cut that part out.
No.
Please.
You tell me to cut stuff out all the time.
Yeah, I think if you
you think it's boring. You don't ask to cut stuff out that you think is going to get you in trouble.
No, there's that too. I'll think of that. I'll think of that stuff on the ride home. That does not work.
He has a bit where he talks about somebody called and it was a wrong number, and he goes, "We need to get these reports now." And he goes, "I think I'm going to do this." And he goes, "What do you mean? They haven't been sent in yet?" And he goes on, and it's like a 5-minute bit about how call Brian and call me back. And the guy calls and calls back. It's very good. You put a link in the description, baby.
I can tell I'll like it.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Sorry. They don't like when you do that.
I made a mistake.
You're the one who told me that.
Yeah. We put in Ali Makovsky or Sona Mosesian gulp sound effects when we drink coffee on this podcast. So we cover them up.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe if you want to become part of the gulp sphere,
Yeah.
Let's hear your gulps.
Okay. Glug,
Yeah, but you got to do a few, like you're drinking 5 swallows.
glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, it's more like a drunk cartoon.
Glug, 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 glug.
Now I'm feeling like we're boring.
All right, I'll do it real.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Now I took on your energy.
You took on my energy?
Yeah, you talk for a while, so if we're boring, it's on you. I'm talking too much.
Wow. So what's my energy? See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what? It's like I try to come in all tough, and then all you do is blow, and I'm fucked. I knock over. I'm like thinking about it all week. I'm like, wait till I come back to Rick, a new man.
I don't know if anybody... Yeah, they do. Never mind.
I'm going to come back to Rick, a new man, confident man. He's going to be like, who's this guy?
Tell me what that means. Because you feel insecure when you're here, and you said on the phone that a week ago you were thinking about coming over, and you were like feeling
Because I
confident.
felt good. I was feeling myself a week ago. I was like,
Why?
this would be a good time to go on Rick's pod because I feel good.
Why were you feeling good?
I don't know. It's just like in the prime of my life.
How so? A week ago, and it's gone?
I don't know. I was working on a movie. I was feeling good about myself. And then,
What movie?
an indie.
Are you the star?
Yeah.
This could be your big break.
I don't think so.
No disrespect to the people that work on it.
No,
It's
no,
just very obvious.
no, it could be. It could be.
You know what?
I'm forget the fuck out.
What's it about?
We don't need to get into it. Let's talk about something else.
Where'd you film it?
All over town in LA.
So you've been here for a while.
I've been here for a few weeks.
Are you done with the movie?
I'm done with the movie.
It filmed in a few weeks?
Yeah, we knocked it out quick.
Few locations?
Few locations.
Did you kiss anybody in the movie?
No.
Anybody kiss you?
No. I would have liked it. Jason Alexander was in it.
Wow.
I asked him everything about Seinfeld. It was great.
Unbelievable.
He taught me martial arts.
He taught me martial arts.
He was your sensei as well? He knows a lot about self-defense. Shocking amount about self-defense.
You did a movie with Jason Alexander. Yeah. Oh, is this redid Shallow Hal?
Yeah, they're redoing Shallow Hal for IMDb TV.
What is the movie?
It's a freebie. It's called Stealing Pulp Fiction. But I don't need to promote a movie I just shot. I'll come back.
This isn't about promoting it.
I don't even. I'll come back. Do you want me back? This is it for me, right?
You're in the 4.0 club, baby.
This is a big deal. How many people you have this many times?
I don't know, but I under 10.
The good news about this one is you can't use any of it.
Because of the. Yeah, I just heard that at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been going the entire time.
You and Jason Alexander fun? You like to talk about poker a lot? I know he likes poker.
I did talk to him a bit about poker because. That's what she said. Okay. That does work there. That does work.
Yeah. Poker. I just met her.
Poker. I just met her. Well, because I worked with Piper Pereira and I.
Piper. I just met her.
Okay. Piper Poker. I hear you. And anyway, I asked her. She had worked with Jason Alexander on Rocky and Bullwinkle, which I don't think either of them are proud of. But she said that he like took her to Vegas tonight for like one night to go like gamble and stuff. And she said it was very fun. He's a wild guy. Fun guy. This is not a great story. I don't like any of this.
I'm really distracted by this out here.
Yeah. We're not in the pocket.
No, we're not in the pocket. I do agree. But I'll tell you this, acknowledging it is an instinct that we both have that needs to be honed, because Steve Martin says, he told me on this podcast actually, never let people know when you're bombing. And sometimes you need to
Steve Martin was
it.
on this podcast?
Well, I listened to his book on tape and I talked about it on the podcast. But you only need to acknowledge it when they know. But a lot of times they don't know.
Really? They don't know?
Yeah. They know now. We've been shoving it down their throats.
Well, you can cut around it.
I'm not going to cut around it.
I think we should start over now. I think we should start the whole podcast over.
I would do that. I kind of want to make another coffee. I might be canceling my stretch class.
Don't cancel your stretch class.
Well, I feel like I don't want to stretch too much.
Let's do a half-hour episode and start.
I have a joke.
And
You're messing up my timing.
thing.
I have a joke. You're messing up my timing. Yeah, I think I might cancel my stretch class.
You don't have to.
No, it's fine. I feel like we've been stretching enough.
Okay, that's good.
Imagine if I did it before.
I think it would have been better, but you can cut out the part where I interrupted you. You know what I mean? You're sipping.
What kind of energy do you want to have? We would come into it and let's have that energy.
Fuck. Just like just like cool,
What does cool mean to you?
like that.
Oh, you mean like sunglasses and like popped collar cool?
Just like
what up?
I don't know, like that.
Okay, you be that cool. I want to be just laid back, comfortable in my own skin, just like whatever it is. This is great. Like I just want to be like I want to be cool. Like I'm cool with whatever's going on.
Fine, I'll do that. Cool.
You could be leather jacket cool, but that's kind of charactery.
That's
feel like.
charactery. I'll just be cool. Are we starting over?
I'll probably keep some of the beginning thing, but we'll cut pretty much all of it. This episode is sponsored by Liquid Death. Now, I'm sure you have seen these cans if you watch podcasts. For a while, I was wondering what's going on here. What is this beer that everybody's drinking? And it turns out it's not beer, it's water, but it's in a can. If you know me, you know I don't love plastic. I try not to drink many plastic water bottles, so I am very interested in this Liquid Death. I've tried them before.
Talking on the mic, talking. Rocking on the tip-top, soften. Soften up your mission with your coughing, cause the cough drop drizzle when you drop down the elbow.
But in the meantime, let me tell you a couple things. They also have iced tea, which I have not tried. There are 3 flavors of iced tea. There's Grim Leafer, Reston Peach, and Armless Palmer. Oh, they're leaning into the Halloween-esque. They should have Halloween berry. These cans of iced tea are healthy, unlike a lot of those iced teas that are loaded with sugar. Good to know. They're also enhanced with B vitamins. Liquid Death's new iced teas are available now with free shipping on Amazon and retailers near you. As an added bonus, Take Your Shoes Off podcast listeners get 20% off their first Liquid Death apparel purchase, available exclusively at liquiddeath.com/TYSO. Exclusions may apply. That's liquiddeath.com/TYSO. This episode is sponsored by the Freeze Pipe. Look at this thing. Look at this Breaking Bad fucking thing here. I have not used it yet because this is too much smoke for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I get high with people just are smoking near me. Also, they got smaller ones, of course. They got pipes, they got bubblers, they got bongs, they got it all. You just basically keep a little compartment in the freezer. So like that, you keep a part of it. This, you don't have to keep the whole thing in the freezer. You just put a part of it in the freezer. They say you can leave it in there for an hour. Generally, I keep it in there, but I believe it's an hour. It's refreshing, and your throat and lungs will thank you. So for the smoothest smoking pipes, bubblers, bongs, and dab rigs, visit thefreezepipe.com and use code TYSO for 10% off your order. As smoke passes through, it instantly cools by over 300 degrees. With a 4.4 star rating and over 1,100 reviews, Freeze Pipe has been trusted by thousands of Americans for over 5 years. Tell me... I mean, you just took in so much. Jesus, that's a lot of smoke. It's already lit. You're good.
He goes back for more.
What do you think, Ted?
It's cool running, baby.
Isn't it? That's thefreezepipe.com and code TYSO for 10% off. Shop today. Shipping is always free. Your throat and lungs will thank you.
Oh yeah!
You drink?
I'm good with this. Maybe a water. I want to start over. We haven't said anything. This is going to be your worst episode yet. Do you think this is your worst episode yet?
It's not over yet. Testing.
Let's start over. You want to have kids?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
How soon?
I don't need them today.
Yeah.
But if I had the person to have the children with, I would be like, I'm in a place where I'm like, I want kids. I mean, I'm 22. I have time. I just, I'm excited.
What are you looking for in a partner?
Someone who's confident with himself.
Big tits.
No, that's not the 90s anymore,
Nah. Nah. Big tits, big honkers.
Oh, wait, we're going to be cool.
Oh, yeah, we're being cool.
We're going to be cool. Sorry, now. Theme music. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks so much for having me. Yeah, I'm good, man.
Nice.
I'm good, yeah.
How's your family?
Everybody's good,
Yeah.
Talk to my mom
Yeah.
a lot. Talk to my mom a lot.
Yeah.
How often do you talk to your mom?
A lot. I mean,
A few times a day?
no, I go days sometimes without talking, but I also sometimes will go, days in a row where we talk.
Yeah.
My mom is the one that usually wants to hang up first.
Really?
My mom either she's distracted because she's playing a game on her phone or watching, a show, Castle or something.
And she'll say, I have to go.
I have to go. Or I'm bored, I want to go. Or sometimes when
I'm
she's
bored, I want to go.
I'm bored. And then sometimes she's laughing so much, like when I'm in a mood and then I'm complaining about something or telling her something that happened and she's laughing. And my mom pees her pants when she laughs sometimes.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I have to go. She doesn't want to be laughing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm saying in a good time or a boring time. My
she'll
mom is the one that
want
wants to hang
out
up.
because she's having too good of a time.
Or bored. I'm saying no matter. It's not. It's
Either
not
way,
the conversation.
she has to go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let me call her right now. Let me see if I could. If she. Let's see how quickly she wants to hang up.
I get my mom on the phone.
Yeah, call your mom after.
She probably already called me, but I have it on airplane mode.
Boy, your arm's tired. Hi, Mom.
Hi, babe.
I'm on the podcast with my friend Jon Rudnitsky. You've seen his podcast. I don't know if you remember by name.
I do.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Hi, Ricky.
And I was talking.
Hi there.
Could you hear John?
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Nice to see you. Talk to you.
It's nice to see and talk to you. We were just talking about you.
We talked about how we talk to our moms, and I said I talk to my mom often, and whether she's laughing hysterical at me or if she's bored, my mom is always the one to hang up on me. Mom always, you always want to go. Why do you think that is?
I think I have the attention span of a gnat. That might be the reason.
Bleep that.
Well, sometimes Rick will say that you're bored. You just go, I'm bored. I'm going.
I'm sorry. It cut out.
Sometimes Rick says you'll just say, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm hanging up.
Stimulating me. I'm off to something else. I got to go read my book. I mean,
my mom's a robot.
Laugh, and then when it becomes like regular conversation, I kind of zone out.
You zone out.
Your line is, I'm hanging up now.
I know. I always say I'm hanging up now. That's all. Hanging up.
Yeah. So what's like the longest you'll talk to Rick?
Well, I mean, I would talk to him for 6 hours if he's amusing me, or we're talking about something that requires attention, mindness, chit chat. Once again, I have the attention span of a gnat. So
I once went home after a breakup years ago in the summer.
Yeah,
and I was sad. I had broken up with this girl less than a week ago. She was supposed to come home with me, and I'm surprising my dad. My dad doesn't know I'm coming home. And my mom picks me up from the airport, and we're turning into where we live, like a minute away from where we live. And I'm telling my mom how sad I am that I feel like not just a breakup, but like she was my best friend, and I'm losing a best friend. And my mom says, Ricky, I can't talk right now. I have a duty coming out of me. and she dropped me. Then we get home. She dropped me off at the end of the driveway with my suitcase because she wanted to be there when I surprised Dad. So she said, wait here as she went in to take a dump while I'm outside.
Mom, are you okay with this? Are you okay with this being on the air?
Please, he's done worse to humiliate. Please. I'm shocked he hasn't filmed me making a duty. So no, I'm fine. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
all right, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah. I want to plug Babette's a new site for her her baby clothes. Ricky, Steven, it's a red light.
Okay.
Steven, that was just going to drive. Okay, there you go, baby.
What's Babette's baby clothes?
It's I'm gonna send it to you. I want to plug Babette.
Well, we have to say
I
it
don't
here.
know, say Babette or something like that. It's all stuff she makes, and it's so fabulous.
And it's www.
Wait, here, I'll tell you what it is.
Three W's.
www.http://
I'll tell you because I want them to I want her to be really successful with it.
Right. And then after we hang up, John's going to do a commercial for them. So any details you could give.
Okay.
And how do you know Babette?
Mom, I have to say this, okay? When you say capital, people are going to think it's CAPITAL. The uppercase and lowercase don't matter.
Oh, okay. www.uppercase S of say and uppercase B of Babette.com.
So it's sb.com?
SAY. God, you're a moron.
Sayb.com.
Am I the moron here?
Yes, you said say.
Oh, it's say, SAY.
Never mind.
Say Babette or sayb.com.
How about you just say the website without capitals or lowercases?
www.uppercase.
No, mom. We don't need uppercase or lowercase. Just tell me the letters.
SAYBABETTE.com.
Great. Saybabette.com. Well, okay.
What's Babette selling?
Coolest homemade stuff, and her wrapping is unbelievable. And
Homemade
she writes
what
a
kind of
personal
stuff?
note.
Like what kind of stuff?
Fabulous denim jackets with that she customizes, and baby burp bibs and burp cloths.
So she does denim jackets and baby bib and burp cloths. Say Babette 5 times fast. All right. Baby burp and burp cloth. What's that?
Just get her lots of business. I'll be really happy.
Okay, so we're going to let you go.
Wait, so it's baby, what is it? Baby?
Yeah, what is it again?
Really? It's www.
No, that I know, but what's she selling again? Baby
Customized denim jackets, burp cloths.
Customized denim jackets, burp cloths, and bibs.
Those are the big 3?
Those are the big 3.
And then she does.
You still use burp cloths?
Yeah, I use them on you. Don't you still use a bib? You make us wear one.
Okay, all right. You guys got me. Now, and she also does a great custom wrap job. And she hand writes a card.
When she sends it out, she does fabulous wrapping and writes a personal note for each
Hi,
person.
my name's Babette, you say, and I make denim jackets in a cool way.
Rick, I love you, baby, but I'm hanging up now.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
That's how she does it. That's how she hangs up.
Wow. Amazing.
So yeah, now you're one of the things I love about what you do, and we've done this on other podcasts, is how great you are at commercial voice. So if you could look to camera,
yeah,
and just give a nice plug to Babette and her. You know everything. You get it.
Yeah, we'll just cut to like a normal podcast commercial.
Of course. Well,
yeah, we just have to like throw to our sponsor.
Oh, you know what? It actually probably would be a good time to cut to a sponsor. So
we do a lot of promoting on the podcast, and a lot of it's kind of obligatory things we have to push to kind of keep us afloat. But saybabette.com is something I legitimately use every day of my life. I wouldn't be anywhere without it. I get all my wrappings from there. I get all my burping bibs. I mean, I tell you, before Say Babette, I couldn't find a burping bib to save my life. I was destitute. I was alone. I was going through a divorce. My kids wouldn't talk to me. But then I stumbled upon www.Babette.com. That's saybabette.com. And you can get not only baby burp blankets, but denim jackets, custom denim jackets. And then you think, well, now I got a denim jacket. I got a baby burp cloth. I got to wrap this thing. Well, you better believe that they have the ability to wrap it as well. The custom wrapping that they do at Babette is like nothing else. I wouldn't promote it if it wasn't a product that I used.
Now, if this is for you or for a friend or just a gift that you want to have stored up to give to somebody later on, all you got to do is say Babette. 2 words. Say Babette. With every package, it comes custom wrapped with a handwritten card. Now, listen.
From Babette.
Now, some people say Beetlejuice 3 times and Beetlejuice will appear. And I used to do that. And Beetlejuice would appear and we'd have a good time. We've had him on the pod. Funny guy.
Yep.
But now what I like to say is Babette.
Babette.
Say Babette.
Say Babette.
Say Babette. Go to www.saybabette.com for your custom denim jackets, baby burp blankets, and bibs.
Call now and you'll get 25% off your first burp blanket.
Use code TYSO at checkout. And as always, scoot do. Bubbity blue.
Bubbity boo. And that's www.capital Say Babette. Do not use Say Babette if you're pregnant or
Now, will you do a commercial?
Sick of using those same old burp blankets. Ow! Save a bet. You can finally have a customizable burp blanket that fits nicely. Just with our easy-to-use wrap, it'll form nicely to any arm. Big ones, little ones, fat ones, skinny ones. You put it on. Any size baby can enjoy a Babette burp blanket. Right. Okay.
Yeah. We'll make sure that we did the black and white when he hurts himself. And when I say when I say these are the best burp blankets ever, that's not a blanketed statement. I mean that as these are actually functional and beautiful.
Yeah, listen, when I first met my significant other, we had a new baby, the baby would burp, and
it would get all over.
We would use a regular blanket.
Right.
And then we'd have to clean that blanket so that we could use it as a regular
blanket. And you couldn't use the blanket. Yeah, you couldn't use the blanket. Right. That's not what it's meant for.
That's not what it's meant for, but there were no burp. But there were no burp blankets. And it really it changed the game for me. Now, but what the issue was, when the burp would happen, it would get all over my denim jacket. I needed a new denim jacket as well. Now, this is it, man. I'm fucking done here. This is it. Nobody's watching this. Nobody's watching this. What am I even doing? For what? For who? For Rick? For 14 views on YouTube? Anyway, so call now and you can call now and you can get was this still going? I'm done with the Babette. I think we're done with the Babette. Should we call my mother?
Yeah. Have we called your mom on this podcast? I feel like we have.
Have we?
I don't know. I don't remember if I talked to her on this podcast or... Never mind. Nothing. Please disregard what I said.
Yeah. She can hear you in here too, right?
If I'm doing my job.
Saying that better be John. That better be John. That better be John.
Mom, listen to me.
What?
You're on a podcast, okay?
No way.
Yeah. You're on Rick Glassman. You know Rick Glassman?
Rick Glassman. I'm so happy you got my son to finally call me. It's been ages.
He tells me that he talks to you every day.
Oh, but not enough.
Are you Jewish?
Mom?
Yes.
You feel like I don't call you enough, huh?
No, I need it more.
Do you call him?
I need it more.
Do you call John?
What's going on?
She calls me constantly.
Yeah, he only answers a couple of times.
Why do you call him by the wrong name? I thought his name was John.
What would I call him?
Constantly.
Oh.
Listen, could you do me a favor and could you say Babette?
Can I what?
Tell her about Babette.
Saybabette.com. Saybabette.com is what everybody's using. It's if you need a burpee blanket, if you need a denim jacket, if you need to wrap it, they've got it all. It's a one-stop shop.
We were just talking to my mom about Saybabette.
My mom might have something to plug.
Yeah, well, I don't want to. That was my instinct was wrong to overstep the conversation to talk about Saybabette. So please see if there's anything your mom wants to plug.
Mom, is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to tell me about? Or just like coincidences that happened today, or anybody who died that you want to talk about?
Anything that I want to plug.
Is she in the bath?
No, are you in the bath?
What's that?
Where are you?
Oh, I just got out of the shower. So don't put me on FaceTime.
She has shower bath energy. I like it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Should we call back later or?
No, but I saw it said John and I jumped out.
You did? Oh, that's so sweet, Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Are you proud of me?
Beyond. I am the proudest mother ever.
Have I ever done anything wrong or bad?
No.
Yeah.
I'd like to merge your mom and my mom to talk for a little bit about us.
We could do that. Wait, let's ask my mom if she wants to plug anything. Mom, anything you want me to try or anybody's child you want me to call and give them advice or anything you want to talk about today?
Oh.
What did you have to tell me for today?
What I have to tell you for today? I lost your keys to your apartment.
You're kidding.
No.
Huh.
But Fred and Nora have the real pair. The real pair. I only have the spare.
See, but you lost them.
So I'm making a copy.
You'll make a copy of the keys.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's
I'd
good.
rather say that so you don't get mad at me on the radio.
I won't get mad at you.
The radio.
I know you never get mad at me.
This isn't radio.
Only when I call 10 times.
Yeah, Mom. What would you like the people of the Rick fan base to know about you or about me? Or go ahead.
You're funny. You're kind.
Very.
You're caring. You're sensitive.
Yeah.
You're honest.
You've watched me on this podcast, haven't you? You've watched me in
I
Rick Talk.
love it. I was with Grandpa and Grandma when you called the last time. Didn't you? Is that the one where you jumped off the balcony or no?
Unfortunately, and he sprained his ankle.
I sprained my ankle jumping off the balcony.
Okay, young.
So, you brought this on yourself,
Young
Mort.
business, I would really
You
love
brought it on yourself,
young
though.
business, I would really love it if you had a seat and we could just talk together about.
Yeah, we were talking on that night too.
That night, and I was feeling, I think, a little insecure about the conversation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Because
sounds right.
I thought that Rick was bullying me, but he didn't realize it.
I do
Really?
take
No, you.
I do
Rick
take
is a nice
responsibility
man.
for that. I thought
Yeah.
that he was playing. We were playing, and I was leaning into it, and because John was being very funny in his responses, but he was also being sincere, and I missed the mark.
Right.
And I felt bad, although it wasn't that mean. I was just like making.
It wasn't that
No,
bad.
I was just in my head, which I often am. Mom, why do you think I'm so in my head? You know, you're not like that.
I know.
I have
don't know.
I have a
think
theory.
that-
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
What?
I guess we kind of screwed you up between Dad and I.
Yeah, I was
We
going to
just
blame you.
bounced you off the walls.
You blame my mom because she overly coddled me, or
Blame was a comedy term. I think that our mother. I mean, when I asked my mom to describe me, she says the same exact stuff that she says about you.
no, she doesn't. I'm special.
You are special. You're special to your mommy, but kind and thoughtful and like. But you know,
You
this-
see, every mom is really the same.
no,
John. You didn't
every
even
mom
know.
isn't. We, John and I have Jewish mothers who are literally our biggest fans and love us so much that we grew up being so validated that when the real world doesn't offer us that, we are trying to figure out why.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm literally
and you
going-
should try to figure out why, because I can't figure out why.
Yeah, I'm with you. I honestly think that both John and I, for different reasons, are the best. I'm the best. John's the best.
thanks, but I feel the same way about you.
But the thing is,
And
we
you should
are.
be-
Right, but do you
should
also
meet
feel
Ben,
insecure on the other end?
right? And his brother's the best too. You should meet Ben. He's really.
You
he's
should
very
also meet
cool.
Ben.
Could Ben come on the pod
He's
with you next
very
time?
funny.
Sayben.com.
He's very funny. Oh, BenRudnitsky.com.
Really?
Handsome, single, and
How old is he?
great catch.
And where does he live?
He's 36. He lives in New York, and he's a handsome boy.
Well, could we put up a picture here?
Yeah, we'll throw up a picture there.
And
Whoa.
successful.
What does he
Nice.
do?
Yeah, he does. He does a lot.
Doesn't know what he
Does
does.
a lot.
Unemployed.
You know, he has his own business.
What?
does.
What? Well, plug
He
his
does.
business.
He does a lot.
Plug the business,
He's
Mom.
amazing. He does like luxury services. for
Luxury
buildings.
service, varsity cleaners, and concierge drop are the names of
I
his
know what
business.
those things mean.
You do?
Sure.
Great. Mom,
What?
do you think you overly coddled me and that maybe I could have used a little more discipline growing up? I mean, I would get in trouble at school and then you'd blame the teacher.
My mom too.
No, I never did it to her face.
Oh, my mom.
I would have.
No, didn't you go in? They
Wait,
called
hold on. I want my mom on the phone.
Oh.
phone. We're gonna call you
Oh,
right
yeah.
back. Okay?
Well,
Okay,
we
bye.
could just leave her on the phone.
No, because I need to plug it in.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna call you right
both of
back.
it. Mom, we're going to call you right back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love this. Your mom is like my mom, except for your mom's naked right now.
Well, let's get your mom naked too. Well, how can you get them both on? You got to plug her in too? You can't plug them both in? So what do I do?
Oh,
Mom, we just called John's mom, and she is this Jewish mother who, when John goes, Mom, when John asked her to tell people about me, she goes, "You are the most kind, loving, handsome, funniest person. It's so you that I want to get you two on the phone to meet. So we're gonna call, and you're gonna talk to John's mom, okay?
Right now?
Yeah.
But I'm on the car.
You're what?
We're in the car driving.
Yeah. So So pull over. All right. Well,
honey, I mean, the truth is that
mom, wait until we get her on the phone. I love you. Hold on one
am I
sec.
hanging up?
No, stay there.
I got the number for you.
Go ahead. We'll bleep this number.
Obviously,
Go
yep.
ahead.
Let me hear the check you.
What's your mom's name?
Karen.
Hello?
Karen?
Yes?
I'm merging you over with my mom. My mom's Debbie. One moment, please.
Oh, perfect.
Mom, you there?
Yes, darling.
Karen, you there?
I'm here, darling.
Karen, this is my mom, Debbie. Debbie, this is Karen.
Hi, Debbie.
Nice to meet you. So I understand that we're both mothers that are very proud and love our children.
Yes, very much. They could do no wrong, right, Debbie?
They could do wrong, but we still laugh.
They could do wrong, but somehow they make it right.
Hey, so what part of New York are you from?
I'm from Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl. You?
I'm from Bayside and then East Meadow, New York.
No way. My husband's from Bayside.
Arnie.
How old are you? Can I ask that? No.
Yeah, of course you can ask that. I'm 68. I lived there until
My
so is he.
You're gonna know my stepdad. Do you know Arnie Angrist?
honey, I moved when I was a year and a half to and then I moved when I was 11 to Los Angeles.
Oh.
But we're both from Bayside. I love it.
That's so funny.
No wonder our sons like each other.
No wonder. No wonder. Oh my goodness.
We're
so fun. When are you in New York? Let's go.
Wait a minute. Are you living in you live in New York?
I go to New York,
Jersey?
Boston. I'm going tonight. I'm very close by.
No, I didn't know if you were East Coast or West Coast where you were living now. I come in the summer all the time. So you know what? Now I'll have to call you.
Talk about us.
I love it.
Well, let me ask. I have a question, Debbie.
Yes.
Debbie,
Yeah.
my mother, if I'm in New York, she'll come to every single stand-up show. Is it the same with you?
Well,
And
mom
Rick,
is in LA right now, and I had a show on Tuesday on
And
Valentine's
did Mom
Day.
come?
They did not come. They were too tired.
But you don't mind your mom
That's
coming?
not
And,
what happened. That's not fair.
What happened?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say really what happened. You're the one that said that you had low energy and not to bother.
I was giving you an out. I didn't. I meant it. Don't you don't come to. You didn't have to come. I didn't care.
We love going to his shows.
They do come.
God,
Usually
isn't it
come.
great.
Yes, it's so
fun.
much fun.
It's my favorite thing to do in the world.
I know. I'm so glad to meet you.
Mom, will you tell Karen about Say Babette?
What, darling?
Will you tell Karen about Say Babette?
You know what? It's so hard. Oh, Say Babette, Ricky.
What is it?
Tell her.
My cousin has a new business. It's a site. It's called www.saybabette.com, and it's about she makes children's. Oh, we missed our exits. See, we're talking. We missed our exit to our hotel. That's okay. Just go down Avenue. Okay.
Karen, will you tell my mom 5 things with a little bit of detail about what you love about your boy so much?
Mm-hmm.
What I love about my boy. I love about my boy that he's caring about everybody.
Uh-huh.
I love that he's a caring, kind, giving, warm, considerate, happy,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
makes everybody around him happy person. That's what I love.
So you know what? Then your uterus and my uterus must be connected because
They probably are.
because my boy is the same as your boy. Loves everybody to be happy. Cries if people are unhappy. Brings nachas and joy to everyone.
Yes.
He's funny. Not only funny, but he's as generous and sweet as can be. Cares about everybody. Plus, he's an Adonis. He's gorgeous. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
he's a handsome boy.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think we got ourselves a set of twins.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
I think we got ourselves a set of twins.
Mom, do you feel?
I think you and I are pretty connected.
Now, Debbie.
So my husband wants me to ask you, who do you think would win in a one-on-one basketball game? Your son or my son?
Definitely not my son.
Mom, tell him the story. Tell him the story about Chris.
My son was on a basketball team in elementary school.
Uh-huh.
And the coach said throw the ball to Chris, and there was a Chris on the bench, and there was a Chris on the court, but he only knew the Chris on the bench.
Oh, that is hysterical.
So he threw it to the Chris on the bench, and that's the last time he played basketball.
I didn't know there was a Chris on the court.
That is the cutest story ever. Well, Ricky, can I embarrass you and tell a baseball story about you?
Yeah, sure.
Ricky was
I'm so
5,
embarrassed.
and he was on a
He should be mortified.
Oh, he's older than 5? No, he was little. He had a pee? No, oh no. Oh, well then my husband was reminding me that when he was Ricky's coaching in T-ball or baseball when he was 7, he fell asleep in right field while he was standing there with his mitt in his hand. But my favorite is when he's 5 years old and he's standing there and we're seeing him and he runs over to us in the middle of the game and he goes, "I had to make a decision." And I said, "What was the decision?" Because he's standing out in outfield. He goes, "I had to decide if I should leave the field and go to the bathroom or just making my pants." And he said, "Since I didn't want to leave the field, I went in my pants." And I went, that's okay. That's a good boy. But you also just left the field." Tell me this. I had to make a decision. That's so cute. He's standing there with his little arms out, and he goes, "I had to make a decision."
Mom, will you tell Karen a story about when you pee or pooped in your pants?
Oh, that's really funny, Ricky, because I'm an adult and you were 5. So no, I will not tell you that.
Swipe to the clip.
I did do it. Oh no, I was going to do a clip of me.
But why are you pooping your pants all the time?
Because it's not all the time. I just poop my pants sometimes because I have to go and I can't hold it in. And it's like that time when I came over to Betty's house and then I pooped on her rug. Yeah, I ran into the bathroom, pulled down my pants as I was going into the bathroom, not knowing there was already starting to come out, and a big plop fell out on her rug.
If you don't have time, can't you, do you understand once you feel like you have to poop, there's a sense of urgency? Maybe you need to get to the bathroom faster than you think?
Yes, but I was walking to her house. Yeah, okay. So I've had a few accidents.
And then
the soccer game.
Jon played soccer. And he got a goal, and I stood up and clapped, and no one else clapped because he got it in the wrong goal.
My mom and I were both jumping up and down.
I think we really are
clapping. And I was so proud of him. I don't care which way it was. He got it in that net.
Let me ask you, I have a question for Debbie and Karen.
I'll tell you something. As far as I'm concerned, he got it in the net. Screw anybody who thinks it's the wrong side.
Exactly.
Fuck him.
I'm sorry.
Fuck him.
As far as I'm concerned.
L'chaim.
I'm on your team.
That's so fun. Well, and I guess we do have children that are probably brothers.
John had a question for you. John has a question for you guys.
I have a question for Debbie and Karen. Now, you've raised us with such love.
Mm-hmm.
You've been so good to us.
Right.
You've showered us with compliments and you've pumped us up. And
we grew up with such a confidence.
Such a confidence. Do you think, you fucked us up at all with almost too much confidence? Because now when people don't love me the way Debbie and Karen love me, I can't handle it.
And you two men would not be in the same room right now.
Agreed.
That's right. I agree with you. And I got to tell you
we could
something.
be like surgeons.
You never have too much confidence. The only time it's bad to have too much confidence is when you think you're better than anyone else in any way.
I have
As
that.
long as everybody's equal and everybody does their thing and you love yourself with as much confidence as you can, we did our jobs.
Yes.
That is exactly right.
You say, I'm no better than anybody else. I'm confident. And most of all, you say Babette.
Yeah, so again, really quick, ladies, before we let you go, that's saybabette.com for customized denim jackets, baby burp bibs, and something else.
Wait, Mom, do you have a friend with a company? Don't you have a friend with a company? What about Danielle's candy truck?
Yeah,
how about Danny Pro? Go with Danny Pro. Let me tell you what Danny Pro is.
Thank you.
My best friend, our best friend, my husband and I, have a company that is a nail polish, and they have a patent on it because it has antifungal in all the nail polish.
That's brilliant.
And it's called Danny Pro.
Wait, this is a company you have?
No, Kathy.
Oh, Kathy.
Okay, so now you got to get
My
the
mom,
website
my
so
mom
people
has
can go
4 friends: Kathy, Gary, and Kathy. Oh, we went to dinner last night with Kathy and Gary, and then Gary and Kathy came.
Those are different people.
Yeah,
4
yeah,
people,
yeah,
same
yeah,
name.
yeah,
Different people.
yeah,
Gary
yeah.
and Kathy are different from
You
Kathy
won't
and Gary.
believe who I had dinner with
Yeah.
last night. Kathy and Gary and Gary
Do you know the
and
difference
Kathy.
based on who they say, the names she says first? So if it's Gary and Kathy, you know who she means. If it's Kathy and Gary, you know who she means.
I never know who she means, but I can
That
kind
is
of,
so
I can
funny.
figure it out. And then, and then she'll be, you're not going to believe what happened. And then she'll say somebody, I'm sure you can relate to this. She'll say somebody I don't really know. And then like a distant relative of them. And then like a disease or something that happened. It's like Nancy's niece's fiance has Lyme disease and he's dead.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry about that.
And then she's like, and I gotta go.
I think that the 4 parents and you 2, we should all go out. We should all.
I would love to
on the
podcast.
East Coast.
I would love to do a podcast with Debbie, Karen, Gary, Kathy, Gary, Dad, and Teddy.
Oh, let's do it.
Do you think we could get us all in one room?
That's hysterical. John, tell them about what you ate for dinner growing up. 2 different meals
Oh, yeah.
every night. Tell them.
We should go.
You eat Gary and Kathy.
Kathy or Gary. It'd be like, tonight we're having pasta and steak or steak and pasta, whichever you want.
What did you eat? I want to end this.
It was a steak and pasta.
Oh, that's awesome, Karen.
It was great. Yeah, she made great. She had great food. My mom drove me. My mom drove me to school every day. What she had a job interview. Go ahead, tell the story about the job interview, Mom. Then we'll go.
Oh, I look forward to driving John to school every day. I didn't even want him to get on the bus. I wanted to bring him to school, watch him get out, go to school. I was, And then,
you and I are probably seriously. What month are you born?
September.
Oh, okay. I'm July. I was thinking maybe we were both Cancers.
Yeah. Yeah. I did you have a baby nanny? I think I'm the only Jewish mother without a baby nanny.
I had a baby nanny for my first one only because I had cesarean.
We're in the weeds.
Yeah,
We're in the weeds. We're in the weeds. Let's talk about the
You can
thing.
cut around it. You can cut around it. They're getting to know each other.
Is that it?
No.
All right, I'm sorry.
I like you guys talking. Continue.
I'm sorry, go on. I'm sorry.
Continue.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. All right,
Oh, the cesarean. You had a cesarean.
Now, so I'm going to walk away so nobody
I didn't
hears me.
want anybody else, doing the work,
Well, I wanted somebody there just to help me at night because
You had a C-section.
I had a C-section, and so she was there for nighttime. But my mom and dad flew in. We live in Ohio, so my mom and dad from Los Angeles flew out, and they were there all the time too. So they really took help. So they were there really helping me. But I wanted somebody there at night.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. And C-section, that definitely makes a lot of sense. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. But I love.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 boys, and my husband has 2 boys.
I think my instincts were right, ladies. We're gonna have to let you go. I'm sorry.
All right, love you guys.
Okay,
But good to meet you, babe.
But Karen, I would love sincerely. Next time I'm on the East Coast, if I could convince Mom and Dad, I would love it too. But I know
She
Dad
comes
has
out
work.
here too sometimes.
Yeah, but then it's easier for my parents to get to the East Coast than here. But if they're here, I would love to podcast with us all.
Okay, so real quick,
Can you imagine how obnoxiously Jewish?
Oh my God, count me in.
That actually was almost the name of this podcast. Was obnoxiously Jewish.
I know.
Now, let me ask you, how do I get to hear this?
You'll find it, Mom. You got the Google alert.
We'll
on
send
me.
it. We'll let you know. It's probably going to come out sometime in mid to late March.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay, Ma. One more. Ma. Do one ad. Do one ad.
Good to meet you, Care.
Ma. Do one ad for Danny.
We gotta get together.
Yeah, darling, this is fun. Bye.
Oh my gosh, Mom. Do one ad for Danny Pro before you sign off.
Okay, Danny Pro. It's the way to go.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
No fungal infections for you guys.
All right, love you guys. And this phone call was sponsored by Marshall Rug Gallery.
If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll find thousands of choices, including carpet, hardwood, rugs, and luxury vinyl. So make the right choice and visit Marshall Carpet One and Rug Gallery. And we promise, with more than 50 years as a family-owned business, We've got you covered.
The mom saved the day.
Well, what's new? They didn't call him mom for nothing.
You know, I've had shows where my mom's called and it saved it for me.
How did she save the day?
I was performing for like 14 people in Kansas City, and it was like going badly, and my mom called, and then I just picked it up and then talked to her, and everyone was loving it.
Yeah.
But I picked up, my mom's like, I hit a pothole, I have a flat tire, I'm in Newark, and, you know, I was like, okay, Mom, well, I'm just going to leave you on the stool here, and then I start doing my act again. Nobody's laughing, and then one woman raises her hand, she goes, worried about your mom. She's like, all right, I guess we'll go check in. She's there. She's like, I'm here with the police officer. You know, it's like,
Those 14 paying customers?
Yeah, she really saves the day. Although I got in trouble at SNL because they told me I was bringing my childhood friends and mother around too much.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, hey, Lauren, this is Bogo. This is Queefy.
You introduced Queefy to Lauren Michaels?
Yeah, I introduced Bogo to Lauren Michaels. Actually, Bogo ended up being an extra on the show.
Nice.
He's in more. I can send you photo proof of Bogo.
Yeah, we'll put it up here.
Yeah. In
fact, we'll even do a full
screen. He was in
now.
more sketches than me on SNL. He did another season.
No.
I swear.
Wait, he did background again after you were left? After you left?
Yeah.
They just kept him because
They
they
kept Bogo.
Amazing.
They kept Bogo.
Shout out to Bogo. Put his Instagram handle up here.
Yeah. Shout out Bogo. He'll be thrilled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, your mom is so much like my mom.
It's crazy. I think people listening to this will become anti-Semitic if they weren't before.
I've said that if this podcast is like Jewish propaganda for people that were on the fence. If people are like, I'm not against the Jews, but I'm not for them yet. It's like, watch this.
Watch this. And they're either like, oh, they're sweet, or they're like, ugh, enough.
Well, if they weren't already for it.
Also, the most
out.
Jewish way to be anti-Semitic is to go like, ugh, I'm okay.
Yeah. If somebody is
Jews
if somebody doesn't like
little,
Jews and they go, ugh, don't worry about it. That to me is like somebody who is homophobic because they actually like men.
Right.
You know,
right.
If you go, the Jews is like saying, oh, boys kissing boys is gross.
Right. It's like
oh, obviously there's something inside of you
you're
that you
a
don't like about
closeted
yourself.
Jew.
Yes. I was at the post office yesterday, obviously.
Go on.
And
who isn't?
There's a man behind me, and he walked in, and I go, "How you doing?" Because there was an energy where we made eye contact, and something about him I liked. How you doing, man? He goes, "That could be better." I said, "What can we do? What can we do to make it better?" And he goes, and I go, "Is there anything I could do to make it better?" He goes, "No." And I go, "That bad, huh?" And he goes, "You from New York?" I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Because my mom's from New York.
Yeah, because you're like asking this random guy. Nobody does this anyway.
And I go, no, but I get that all the time. He goes, "Well, I figured you're Jewish, right?" And I'm like,
yeah.
He goes, "Me too." I go, "I know." Of course, I know. I don't remember what made me want to tell you this story, but there's something about. Also, when somebody says, "Are you Jewish?" I always say thank you, as if like if it's not pouring off my face.
Yeah.
But there's something about, I don't remember what the point of this was.
Yeah.
Oh, the closeted, the whatever. Just when someone's Jewish.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing knowing when somebody's Jewish because there is a Semitic look on some people, but
it's more the neuroses maybe and the
even in a quick. Are you from New York? It's like Jewish.
Right. Yeah,
So loud out there.
I know.
Sorry. Maybe people are like, I can't. Leave a comment if you could hear them outside while we're talking. Now say, and quiet.
Oof. I mean.
So say, if you can't hear it while we're talking, but you can. So say, hear it when they're talking, hear it when they're not talking, or say, don't hear it when they're talking, hear it when they're not talking, or don't hear it either.
And if you didn't enjoy this, like, you don't need to say that.
It's okay. They could say what they want.
I know, but like,
as long as they make sure to also
but why do
save
that?
a bet.
That's
how are we doing, by the way?
When I hit this, can you add a that's what she said? Because I don't get one. Yeah.
That one sounds like that's what she said.
You can just figure it out.
It's almost like he was trying to call you a jerk
post.
off.
You don't need to even hit it. Just add that in post.
It's here. It's a novelty. I
like when you do like graphics. Could I have like a little birdie here?
Yeah. That was $50.
That's cost $50.
Well, it's kind of an arbitrary price I just made up.
We don't need to use it.
We could do a bird, but make it, Tom, let's make it a bird that took you, relatively speaking, so little time. He's very, very good. Make it a stick figure bird.
Yeah.
Or any version of something. Oh, now he's doing it twice?
Ooh.
Oh, was that the impression of an owl? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Tom. You know what? Let's plug Tom's YouTube channel here.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Rick. Here at my YouTube channel, you'll find all sorts of comedy sketches. From interviewing Andrew Tate on Hot Ones, making fun of Marvel movies, and turning myself into Amber Heard's poo. And the best part is, it's all animated. Including me. There's also
Okay. Tom, thank you for doing that. Picking it with one of its little bones. You had to pick it with a bone, not your finger. It sounded just like it.
Nice. That's a lot of noise for that.
No, that was just, I thought I had a sneeze. I'm having fun, right?
We our moms helped us.
Yeah, I have to go pee.
Don't break it up. Just stick it out. You got to go soon. You have a hard out. It's 12:20.
Yeah, but if I don't go pee soon, I'll have a hard on. Let me pee.
Is that what happens? You got 10 minutes.
I don't need that much time. I'm just going to pee.
Okay. All day long we say things. Thank you. May I please have another? Do you accept Apple Pay? We say all kinds of things. I love you. But one thing that we don't say enough is Babette. So easy to say. And by just saying it, you can reap the benefits of so many easy to use, everyday, practical products. Baby bird blankets, denim jackets, and wrapping paper to wrap your baby bird blankets and denim jackets in. All you got to do is say Babette, promo code Karen and Debbie, and you'll get all the fucking shit you need.
I couldn't hear you while my pee was happening, so I heard. So people say a lot of things, and then I just heard pee, and then right when I finished, it's say Babette. And I laughed while I was peeing.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, mostly people are going to hear the car getting washed and you peeing.
Well,
and probably not hear much else.
So you
Rick, I like you. You know, you're a good man, and I appreciate that. You know, you always have me on.
I want to keep talking.
Okay.
You were feeling stuck in your relationship, and
you want to get into the weeds on that?
Yeah, and you're like, I got to get out of here, both the relationship and the city of LA. Right?
Yeah, the city of LA. I was just like, I don't know. Whenever anything goes bad, I leave the city.
Is that meaning like you do a lot of shows, they go poorly, and you leave?
Like SNL, I got fired after a season. I ran to LA.
But
LA, I get engaged. The engagement ends, blows up. I run to New York.
Right.
So I'll just kind of keep swapping the coasts. But now I'm here. Okay, I'm back in LA shooting this movie. I'm a year out from the breakup. She's moved on. She's found somebody. I found out last week.
How'd you find out?
She told me.
You guys talk often?
She said she didn't want me to hear it from somebody else.
When was the last time you had spoken before she told you?
When was the last time that we had spoken? We had spoken like a few weeks before.
So if you guys speak,
She still wants to be friends, right? She wants to be best friends. Right. Here's the thing. I broke up with her, but now she wants to be friends with me. And it's like too much for me to handle. You know, it's like a little fucked up. It's like, here I am.
You're missing her.
I dropped the bomb. It's just still hard for me. I have feelings for her, even though you can break up with somebody that you still love.
Absolutely.
You know, and I have an ego. She doesn't.
Well, she does, but I understand.
She's like totally fine. She's like, I just want you to be happy. And it's like, I want you to be happy and I want you to move on. But Jesus, that was quick.
What's that song? What is her name? She's a big pop star now.
Miley Cyrus.
No.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes. Rodrigo or Rodriguez? Rodriguez, I think you need to say.
I don't know. Let me look it up on my contact list.
Ooh, are you guys friends?
With Rick. Can't talk now, but miss you, baby.
Wait, I thought you were looking her up. Night.
Love you.
Oh, you're texting her
Love
too.
you. Rodrigo, I love you so much.
Is it Rodrigo? Oh.
Oh.
Is it for sure?
Miss you too. Yeah, I'll see you at home.
It is Rodrigo.
I'll see her at home.
She has that song where she's like...
she's driving past the house?
No, the one where she's like, I hope you're happy with her, but just not as happy as you were with me.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Great song.
I want her to be happy. I just don't want whoever she's with to be funnier than me.
Right.
That's like the main thing.
Yeah. Well...
Or have a bigger penis.
Well, let's go in order. So a few weeks ago, she calls you, or you call her, and you guys are chatting, but she doesn't mention a relationship she's in, which she must have already at least started, but maybe wasn't official yet.
Yeah.
Because she didn't tell you.
Yeah.
A few weeks go by, and she's thinking, all right, there's somebody I'm dating. I don't want John to hear from somebody else, so I'm going to call him. She called you? Texted?
She texted me. She texted me, I hope you're well, would love to catch up, and I called her, and... I was like, I was like, we can occasionally catch up, but I don't want to know about your romantic life.
Isn't that what the mama tomato said to the baby tomato who was running behind?
What'd she say?
She yelled, catch up!
Right.
That's what she said.
So, no more birds. So she goes, how you doing? We're going to edit you just grabbing low-hanging boobs. So you call her and you go, how you doing?
Let me check you.
Are you cracking eggs, beating eggs, opening the cupboard, pulling out a grenade, pouring the grenade into the egg mix? Oh.
Fuck. You okay? Hey, you okay? Look at me. You all right? Sorry, that was scary. You okay, bud?
So you called her. Tell me what happens there.
Basically, she was just like, I'm doing well. I'm happy. There are things I want to tell you about, but, I know we can't talk about them. I'm like, well, now you just told me.
Right. And now how are you feeling when she says this?
My chest stuff. Right. It's like, what a sicko. I'm with her and I'm upset that, she was with this guy who's dead. And now we finally make it work. And then I'm freak out and leave. So what a nightmare for her to be with a guy like me. Anyway, but she's all good and at peace and wants to be my friend and loves me, which is very nice.
Do you still love her?
I do love her, but I'm not, I'm at peace with the fact that
you feel you made the right decision.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. She does as well.
Which hurts you.
Yeah, because I'm an ego, maniac.
Oh.
Right? A little bit. I mean, the fact that I'm like, I broke up with her. I want her to be happy, but also like, come on, chill a little bit. You're already in love.
Right. Well, it's been a year.
She's been in love twice since then. But anyway, it's a lot. No judgment. No, seriously, no judgment. Really. I don't think she was in love with the last person, but she's in love with this person, I think. I don't know. We didn't get into it. I said, listen, I'm happy for you. I can't really hear about it.
Want to give her a call?
Definitely not. That would be wild. That would be insane. We cannot do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me about this conversation.
That was it. I was like, I'm going to block you on Instagram, and I don't mean it to hurt you, but I just need to kind of.
Then why tell her?
Because she's going to see that I'm blocking her.
Why block her instead of just mute her?
She's already muted, and it doesn't do anything for me because she'll still like stuff on my.
And it notifies you.
And then I'll see that she liked it, and then the little circle's there, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just click to make sure,
check the story.
There's not anything that would like ruin my whole week.
It's so masochistic, dude. Checking the stories and who they're following of an ex.
It's so masochistic. It's so masochistic.
You know what I have found in relationships, even that I'm in?
Yeah.
I try and separate social media from the relationship.
Yeah.
I still follow the people. I have very limited expectations of them liking my stuff.
But do you check their stuff?
I try not to.
Do you mute them?
I have done this in the past. I have muted, but then you see when they look and you check the circle. So it's not about muting anymore. It's not about that. It's about when I do see something, when you're in a relationship with somebody who you trust.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
You trust this person.
Yeah.
I remind myself I trust this person. So any of the actions I see on social media, I give the benefit of the doubt to. Now, I'm not perfect with this. I'm saying this is what I tried to do.
Yeah.
If I see they liked something or followed somebody, it's just like, that's their social media experience. I don't need to be part of it. So I try not to check. And when I do, I remind myself, if for whatever reason something triggers me, it's like, it's a video game.
Yeah.
It's a fucking video game. I trust this person. Once you trust somebody, it makes it a lot easier to like, now I'm not checking. I'm not interested in their life, but I'm not as proactive maybe as I would be if I was first courting somebody and like wanting to see what they're doing and what they look like and what. Now, like, I want to know you off of social media. You enjoy your social media.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you break up with somebody, you lose that trust because there is no loyalty to one another anymore.
Yeah.
So then it becomes. I can imagine. In fact, I know for sure. And
if you see. You've obviously had that moment where you've seen the person that you're with now posting about somebody else, or no?
You know, I'm hesitant to give too much information. Nothing's that big of a deal, but I'm just with my instincts talking about certain things. But I think I could, like, I'm trying to. Doesn't matter. Here it is. I am very attracted to somebody who isn't that active on social media for my own egotistical reasons.
I agree, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
I have been in relationships in the past when we broke up.
It was all out there.
Well, I had been in one. There was a relationship I had where I posted a lot with my ex, where afterwards I realized, I don't. So ever since then, any girlfriends or anyone I've dated after, I didn't post.
Yeah.
Because it's no one's business. I didn't hide.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't sharing, and if I did, I usually don't tag the people because I don't want people to have to like be able to have access. I'm that way with my family too. Like, you don't need it.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, both me and the exes I've had, we've been very social media kind. Like, choices have been made to not share certain things that have implications. Not even that it would be wrong, but like to where what your ex seemed to have done, where if you're going to start posting stuff, to first have the conversation, hey, I want to let you know I'm seeing somebody.
Yeah, she told me because she's like, I don't want you to hear it from somebody else.
Or see it on my posts.
Right. And I was like, hey, I'm blocking you. Out of love and respect.
I understand.
Not out of trying to hurt you.
But why not just unfollow? You're worried that you might see a notification.
Yeah, something, I don't know.
You know what? You're looking out for yourself.
What's the difference? And
you're looking out for yourself.
Wish her the best.
What did she say to that?
She's like, I totally understand. She just said, don't block my number, please. And I was like, I won't. I know. I was like, I won't do that to you.
She doesn't want to lose you.
I told her I'd be your emergency contact. You ever need me, you can call me. And we'll be friends one day. Has it ever gotten this emotional on the pod?
Yeah.
It has?
Yeah.
Sweet. It's very sweet. We love each other.
Yeah.
And
it's tough, man. It's tough when things aren't black and white.
Exactly. That's what was so hard about the breakup. It was like, it wasn't like, this makes total sense. That's why I was conflicted about it for a long time. But you know what? I feel a great sense of relief.
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah, I knew you were up to something. Anywho.
How did you feel from before she told you she was with somebody to when she told you? Was there more of a missing her and or I made a mistake?
I was like initially angry.
At her or at you?
It's just my ego flaring up. Like, why did you tell me that?
Mad that she told you. Right.
And then I was like, calm down. I was like, okay, I appreciate you telling me and wish you the best. I'm just so happy it's not a comedian. You know, that's what I'm really happy about, by the way.
That she isn't dating another comedian.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Would you rather her date a 6'3" guy with a big penis who's not a comedian?
Yeah.
Or a 5'7" guy with an average size penis who is very funny? You.
Tall guy with big penis.
What if he's very funny but not a comedian? So he's not in your world, but he's like...
And he's got a big cock and he's huge? I'm fucking dead. I'm going to kill myself. Yeah.
Does that mean that I'm a threat to people? because of my
cock size,
height, and
humor,
comedian.
And you're substantial, I imagine.
Can I show you a trophy that somebody gave me?
Sure.
I might also have to blur this or bleep it or something.
Great. You having fun?
Yeah.
Most fun you ever had?
No.
Top 10?
No.
Top 20?
Yes.
Top 20?
I mean,
not even.
I don't know. I don't remember. You have short-term memory. But look at that.
You have short-term memory?
I don't remember what we were talking about.
First place, Rick Glassman, biggest cock. I want you to accept the award. I'll present it to you. Okay? All right.
Now to present the award for Biggest Cock, actor and comedian from Saturday Night Live and soon to be seen in his upcoming movie, what's it called? Stealing Pulp Fiction, ladies and gentlemen, Jon Rudnitsky. And from Knives Out and that thing with Marilyn Monroe, blonde, Ana de Armas.
Wow, Anna, what a crowd tonight, huh?
Wonderful.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much. You look handsome as well.
Wow, well, that means a lot coming from you. Good to see you, Robert.
What an honor it is to be here to present the award for Biggest Cock.
Biggest Cock isn't just an award about the biggest cock.
It is also a symbol for status and prestige.
Here are the nominees for Biggest Cock in a comedy, musical, or limited series. For Roku. Lamorne Morris, Nucro.
Bitch, I'm peeking. Unbutton my pants cause I'm creeping. Balls in my hand, yeah, I'm sneaking. Right around the corner, the cops stay creeping. What I'm doing is illegal. Yeah, you gotta catch me. Catch me if you can. I'm on the train beam. Yeah, you know I'm going uptown, homie. No pants when I dance. Yeah, no pants when they call me Flash Gordon, cause I Flash Gordon once on the train.
Bill Burr, The Mandalorian.
I think I just got nervous.
Dude, you're like a sitcom character. And the whole 5-year arc would be, you call it Rick's place. And when can Rick actually tolerate another human being in his apartment?
Ben Stiller, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I'm Walter Mitty.
Cheryl Melhoff. Where have you been?
Testing the limits of the human spirit.
I'd like to climb your hair, test that out.
Dax Shepard, Season 3, Punked.
Could I have this? You can show it to camera unless you don't want to. If that's yours, it's yours.
Of course. I'm curious when this was taken. I don't recall her doing a nude shoot. Is this her or is that her face?
That's her.
Rick Glassman, That Show About Autism.
I have cancer, Jack.
On Amazon, canceled. Blake Griffin, the Take Your Shirt Off podcast.
Hey, I like the shirt, but I thought this was please take your shirt off.
No, it's take your shoes off.
Take your shirt off.
I mean, you look really good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Glenn Powell, Top Gun Maverick.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your savior speaking. Hey, Hangman, you look good. I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
Wow, such awesome nominees. I would hate to be in a situation like this because I wouldn't be able to choose.
Well, I think we all wish you could. I wish you could. All right. And the winner is... Wow. La La Land.
Hi,
This is The Undertaker?
the home of high performance. Hi, thank you for calling.
How can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I have a stretch class that starts in 2 minutes, and I won't be able to get there for like 10, and I'm going to miss it. And I was wondering if there's any way you could just cancel me so I don't have to take a point off? Or check me in over the phone?
I can cancel you. I can cancel you. I can't check you in over the phone because if you're not here by 1:05, then you're not going to be allowed into the class.
Right.
I can cancel you, and it shouldn't give you a penalty if I do it on my end. If it does, next time you come in, or you could just give us a call.
Brilliant.
And we'll remove that penalty for you.
Thank you so
What
much.
was the name?
Rick Glassman. Now, is there anything you want to plug?
Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and cancel you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. See you soon.
And have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care then. Great. Love it.
All right. You felt it was rushed, so I want to make sure you...
I pressed mute when I said, is there anything you want to plug?
Oh, that's great.
It was a thing I do. I mute sometimes. I call it the mute game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
All right.
I mean, we covered a lot of ground. So here's what I think. I don't want to tell you how to do your job.
All right.
I think
thanks for coming over.
I think you can get rid of the first 30 minutes.
Oh, easy. I don't even think we need to post any of it.
I'm being serious with you. You can get rid of the first 30 minutes.
Maybe we make some jump cuts, but it was good.
It was fine. I wasn't in the pocket. I was waking up.
You know what I've noticed about you? Could you fix this? The wire? Just the wire. You see this part?
What have you noticed about me?
I've noticed it's interesting, kind of like... I've noticed in a similar way to what you were saying about your mom, how like you need to be loved a certain way.
Yeah.
How you are not comfortable with the fact that you're human.
Correct.
You need everything to be the best version of everything.
All the time. Always. And I need every incident I have with somebody, it's got to be the best thing they ever had, best experience they ever had.
That's so much pressure to put on yourself.
It's too much pressure. It's nonsense, And I think that's why, I get jealous of exes or whatever, that it's like, oh, that means our thing didn't mean anything if you found something, or it's more special than that, even though it's just different, and that shouldn't take away from those things. It's just my ego is an issue, and yeah, and I am desperate for everyone to love me. There are some comedians that go out there and they don't care what people think. In a way, they're just doing their thing, right. And if you don't like that, then fuck you. You don't get it. I think you might have that.
I think you're right. I don't think they don't care. And I think if they do say, fuck you, you don't get it, then they obviously do care and they're being defensive. Because I do care. But where I differ is I try not to, and oftentimes I think it's a skill set of mine, don't allow the way they feel about me to influence how I feel about myself. Thus doesn't make me change or cater my performance.
You and I differ there.
But that is less about confidence and more about acceptance. This is what you are. I accept you for who you are.
I know you do, Rick.
I do.
Thank you. I know you do.
And it's easy because I love who you are.
I love who you are as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. But, your relationship with your ex meant something to you. And if you can't see that you meant something to her.
I know I did. And I'm more and more at peace with it. But I do think it's something that I have to work on.
Well, how are you going to work on it?
I'm a validation addict.
But how do you work on it without working on it? Like right now, you're asking us to cut stuff out, cut the beginning out. But that's not working on it. Working on it is to do the thing that makes you uncomfortable.
I'm saying for the best result of your podcast, you'll cut around like you and me talking about nothing for a little bit.
Sure, if it's no good.
Yeah.
But if you think it's no good because you weren't in the pocket, which we weren't.
So what? So what? So what?
Well, what's the answer? So what? What happens if they see you talking about something that's you're uncomfortable about, or you're
by the time it comes around to it, I'll be worried about 100 other things.
Right. How are you working on it then?
I don't know. I need a new therapist.
Do you?
I do.
Have you thought about checking out BetterHelp? That's BetterHelp/TYSO. Using code TYSO gets you 10% off your first month.
BetterHelp. Yeah.
All right.
I haven't thought about using BetterHelp, but I will now.
Right.
Right.
Well, listen, I canceled my thing so I could talk. I'm not gonna let my ego get in the way and be like, oh, well, we got to end it, because I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna end it because you got to get out of here. But I love you, and I would do.
No, I'm happy to. I could chat for a few more minutes. I think this is an interesting point.
Which one?
This idea of like needing to be loved and going on stage, because you do kind of performance art, you know.
So do you. Would you agree? You are a performance comedian.
Yes, but I think what I'm doing is like this. I'm a ham, and I am trying to like put on a talent show.
Right. So not only do I have two mustaches in my pocket, I mean, I am too.
Yeah, you're a ham as well.
Yeah,
you're a ham as well. But there's something like Andy Kaufman-esque about the way you perform, and so it's more like you're kind of.
I hate that stigma. Not that he's bad; he's great. But like, also, you haven't seen me in a while. I'm not always up there doing like tricking people.
Right. Okay.
I get it. I love that.
It's been a while since I've seen you, but that was kind of your thing, and I loved it. And I felt like half the people.
That's very generous.
Got it. I saw Tim Heidecker recently.
Heidecker.
At the Heidecker. Good to see you. And I at the Elysian, and it was amazing. Like he did this right wing, comedian who couldn't remember his punchlines, and most people didn't get it.
I hate that. I'm working on it's not the same thing, but I'm working on a very right set.
You are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a special that I'm wanting to make called America Uncensored.
That's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched the trailer for Roseanne Barr's Cancel?
I don't like to speak about other people negatively.
Yeah. Have you watched the trailer though?
If I saw the trailer and I thought to myself, then, that would, but I'm sure everyone's great.
Everyone's great. We don't need to speak ill of anybody.
Yeah. But comedy's hard. Being funny, I've said this before, being funny is easy. Comedy is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you connect with that?
How do I connect with that?
Because the way you said, yeah, was like, oh yeah, I also think that.
Yeah, comedy's, just the act of trying to get good at this thing is hard.
Consistently, at any given moment.
At any given moment. And I do feel that I'm in a place now where I've had so many shitty situations. I think most shows are shitty. If you're not like famous, you're stepping into a situation where the shows are shitty. And those, I think, make you so much better at being able to do comedy well. Being able to do comedy well is being able to do comedy in a condition where you are set up to fail, I think.
That's a microcosm for what we're talking about in life. When you put yourself in situations where you're uncomfortable enough, you realize being uncomfortable isn't that big of a deal.
Right. But why is it that I'm like, okay, these 17 people in this bowling alley in Michigan I can handle, but, these other things. And
give me an example of another thing.
Whatever, life shit.
How many times have you had 17 people in a bowling alley not like your set? Roughly.
Plenty.
Hundreds?
I've had hundreds of shows that are bad. I've probably had hundreds of shows that are bad. Yeah.
And in real life, how many of those situations do you think you've been in hundreds of situations in real life where you're still uncomfortable?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Well, I'm just thinking of like career stuff now, just because it popped into my head. I was thinking of bombing at SNL and like writers.
That's very high stakes.
High stakes.
You grow up watching that
high
show.
Stakes.
Anyone would feel uncomfortable.
Then just like a phone call you didn't like, with a friend, something felt uncomfortable, something felt off, or, you're just like, oh, I didn't like that conversation. You come home after a night out, you got stoned, you said things, you're like, maybe I shouldn't have
Do you
said
think
that
you're a
to
good
that person.
comedian?
Yes.
Right. I think that's your answer.
Yeah.
You know who you are as a comedian.
Yeah.
So when people don't like it, it doesn't change your identity.
Right. It's true.
But as a friend or a podcaster, as a boyfriend or any of these situations, you're like, maybe
what's so crazy though? Like I could be with a best friend I've had for my whole life.
Yeah. Nice.
And I could like leave it like a night together and be like, he probably thinks I'm not funny anymore.
So
I feel this pressure to be on. I feel that way around my family because I was propped up as this, the funny guy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I like still hold on to that, and I'm still like, I need to be on for them. I need to be this certain kind of thing. Like my mom says, he's the happiest. I'm not always happy. I get sad all the time, but I think I'm supposed to be this kind of bright light, kind of guy. In the context of my family, and also how could I be unhappy? I get to do what I love. I'm in movies and TV shows and running around like making people laugh for a living.
Okay. Ego on this guy.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not getting paid much to do it or anything like that, but I'm doing it.
So if people don't think you're funny, you don't think you have value.
Yes, I think that is a big thing with me.
So when you're on stage and people don't think you're funny, you are okay with it. Why? Because you think they're wrong and you are funny? Like you know what you did was funny?
Yeah, I think so. I feel that more and more. This is going to sound arrogant, but I haven't had a ton of bad shows lately because I've had bad. Like I had a show with like 4 people recently, you know, and that's like a bad situation. But even that,
you did great.
But now I know how to deal with that. But that took me 10 years to figure out how to do shows that are that horrific.
Right.
And I feel good as a comedian enough that I'm like, well, I'm going to get these people. I'll figure this out. But it's more like life stuff, I guess.
So you have to be funny.
It's like being that guy in life, right? You know,
is that always appropriate to be that guy in life?
No,
I have found that sometimes when I was being that guy in life, it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah. Well, it's not that I need to feel like I'm always on, but I'm always, I guess, just worried about people's perception of me.
Yeah.
Wanting to be special all the time, wanting everyone to feel like this is the best time they've ever had in their whole life. This is the best sex I've ever had. This is the most fun.
But do you think you've given a lot of women the best sex they've ever had?
Probably not, no.
Do you think you've given a woman the best sex they've ever had?
I sure hope so. God, I hope so.
But why? Did you give them the special move? I mean, what is it? What could you do?
Yeah, give them the special move.
Well, isn't the best sex usually like the connection? Unless you have like a certain kind of dick.
Right. It's the connection, isn't it?
Mostly, I think. Speaking for myself, the best sex I've had involves people that I felt the most connected to.
Yeah.
It wasn't because their pussy was a certain shape.
Right. Tell me about all the shapes.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You go like this, and then you go this way, I go this way, and then we open, and it looks like a pussy.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like a pussy.
Yeah.
It's a dog.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's so cool.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're with a girl and you guys have sex and she is completely honest with you, you're so funny. I feel so close to you. I feel closer to you than anyone I've ever been with. You make me laugh more than anyone I've ever known.
Yeah.
How's the sex? I love having sex with you. Is it the best sex you've ever had? That's a tough thing to answer because like sex is different with different people. Yeah, but I want to know, like, do I have the biggest penis? You don't have the biggest penis, but I mean, there has.
I just killed myself. Right there.
Is that the bird?
Yeah. If you go, I go.
Really?
Oh, no, he's got the gun. No.
So
he's got the gun. No.
Would you rather she lie to you?
Yeah, probably.
Would you ever even ask that question?
I did ask it of my ex.
You said, "Do I have the biggest penis you've ever?"
No, not biggest penis. I don't want to know that because I know that that's not the case.
Okay, what did you ask?
Best sex.
And what did she say?
She didn't feel comfortable answering the question.
How did she?
Is an answer.
How did she say it? What did
she
you ask? How
she
did you
told me
ask?
that she's just shutting down. This was after we broke up, that she shut down that part of her brain and she doesn't want to talk to me.
Oh, you
about this
asked
sort
her
of things.
after y'all broke up.
Yeah. We had been having a long conversation. It wasn't like, I didn't like, FaceTime her at 3 a.m. and be like, what did you think of it?
So you guys break up with her. You're engaged. You break up with her. You leave to go to the opposite end of the country. And then you say, have you ever had sex with anybody that was better than sex with me?
It wasn't exactly like that. She was asking me about somebody that I had been seeing.
After her?
Yeah.
What did she ask?
She wanted to know how the
sex was.
Yeah.
How was sex with you and your ex, by the way?
It was great. It was great. Why are you laughing?
Was it?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
For a time. Yeah. Definitely. You cut this out. Yeah.
No.
Too personal.
Don't say it.
Then don't ask me. I don't feel comfortable answering. Don't
That's
go.
what you could do.
I don't feel comfortable answering. Go back. But yeah, it was good.
I'm not cutting this out.
Why not?
Because it's in. Because you're saying it and you're comfortable saying it. And now you're questioning things. Everybody has all of these experiences of their own in their way. Everybody. Not 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 people.
Yeah.
Have talked to their ex, have been confused, have been insecure, and you're so uncomfortable with it. But it's not that you're uncomfortable talking about it because you talk about it. You talk about it easily. You talk
It's
about it
because we're
very
on a
easily.
podcast.
It doesn't matter.
It does. There's a difference.
Then don't talk about it. But also, why? Why?
You're right. Okay, fine.
But why? Somebody hears you say this, and then what?
Do you think that you're the best sex somebody's ever had?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I've only had coffee.
You what?
I've only had coffee, so I had a little burp.
So what did she ask you about?
I need a bed.
What did she ask you
burp
about
blanket.
the sex you were having with somebody?
She just wanted to know if it was good, and that actually just bothered me because I was like,
Why are you okay knowing?
Yeah, why are you okay knowing?
Right.
Because I think she's built differently than me, and maybe men are, and men are very.
I think men and women are exactly the same.
When it comes to sex, I think that men can be very like possessive, and it's more ego. It's like wrapped up in the ego, and it's like,
Yeah. So what did she say? How's the sex? Or is it great? Or did she
I was
compare
more,
it to her?
and I was just like, no, she didn't compare it to her.
Right. How was the sex with that person?
It was good, but I was just like, I was like, I was more that I was just upset that she was asking. It was more like that. Anyway.
And did you answer her?
No, I didn't tell her.
And did you say, I don't want to tell you, or did you lie?
No, I didn't lie. I just said, why would you want to know that?
But then you said, but while we're on the subject.
I was like, I'm still getting over us, and like, I think it was within this very deeply like heavy conversation where we had, and then it came up like best sex you ever had, whatever.
And then you didn't like that she asked, but you then asked her.
Yeah, of course I was all fucked up.
And how did you ask her?
I don't remember.
When you asked, were you afraid of the answer? When you asked, did you feel like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
It's like a thing where it's like a sickness. It's just like, you're just like in it and like
pushing a bruise.
Yeah. You just like can't help but like dig in.
Because you're looking for her to say the thing that's going to maybe temporarily make you feel better, but it's a risk.
Yeah. I think I have I think I just have some cuck tendencies. You know what I mean?
Have you ever thought about watching?
I wouldn't be able to handle it. It would make me sick. But like
ego aside,
I do understand like the want to know and like that thing.
Ego aside, if you were to completely remove your ego,
yeah,
would you be interested in watching her with?
No, I would make me physically.
Then how do you have cuck tendencies?
Just in the sense that I get that idea. I understand the idea of like wanting to know, like, oh,
right.
you
So
like
if it
this
wouldn't
guy.
bother
You like
you,
this
maybe
guy?
you would like it.
You like this guy? You probably want to.
But why do you want to know that?
Because it's a sickness. It's a masochistic thing.
Right. So it's more about you.
It would make me like sick and hard at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right. So it does. Ego aside, it does turn you on.
It does turn me on a little bit.
Okay. There you go. So when you said, was I the best, or what kind of?
But I wouldn't. Just because it does turn me on doesn't mean I would actually go through doing it because it's too upsetting.
Of course.
Yeah. To see the woman you love just,
But you would be with her and another man, though.
receiving a man in a way that I couldn't possibly bring to the table.
So when you said, was I the best?
I don't like the way I feel right now, Rick. Like I
understand.
don't like the way you make me feel in this chair sometimes.
Eleanor Roosevelt says, nobody can make you feel inferior without your own consent.
It's your phone, not mine. Huh?
New Orleans. So when you asked her, am I the best? Not the exact wording. How did you do it?
I don't remember the conversation.
Right. But you remember her not answering. So what did she not answer? And how did she not answer it?
She was basically like, it is a double standard in the context of the conversation, because she was like, you know what? I see you as a friend now, and I've shut down that part of myself to have that conversation.
That's gotta hurt, huh?
Oh.
Because what? You still want her to want you, but that's unfair.
Of course it's unfair.
Right.
And of course I do.
Right. I think it's very mature of you to at least recognize the feelings you have and not loving that you have those feelings, but you do, and not being defensive about it.
I'm sick of thinking about how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
about things.
Right.
And like constantly analyzing my state and why I do what I do. And it's like, it's exhausting. Does anybody just fucking live and like just go and get their fucking groceries and just like go about their day without fucking spiraling like this? Or what?
I had a conversation with Howie Mandel that this was similar to, but involved a lot of OCD as well.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about these things. And I was like, we have to do some of these things or survive. And I was like, we'll cut to a clip. But surviving means you don't get to just do, you know?
No, you're wrong. No, you're doing right now. The fact that you're in touch with your emotions, this is not a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I understand. But it's
I hope you show this to your audience. I hope you do.
Will.
Because, but the point is, exactly where you are right now, I'm there so much of my life. I need to survive. And that's the things that we chase, that we think we want, they don't mean anything and I'm telling you this as a 66-year-old guy who was 20, how old are you? 37, right?
Yeah. Today.
Yeah. Happy birthday, buddy.
No, today I'm 37. I meant it's not my birthday. I'm just saying today I'm 37.
Oh, for the whole year. Okay. So what I'm saying is,
so like, yes, survival is and thinking about and analyzing, and it's fucking exhausting. Or some people just do the thing. My brother, I remember, told me this joke that it's it's kind of analogous to what we're saying, but I was a kid. I thought it was I still think it's so funny because I never heard a joke told this way that made me, oh, that's so simple. That makes sense. He goes, a Christian person drives through a McDonald's and goes, can I get a number 4? Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me in context. I could explain it.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Sure, I'll say it again.
I was thinking about pieces of chunks of this conversation that I am worried about.
Well,
sorry.
Are you going to be able to be here or no? Because we could end it if you're not here anymore.
No, I could be here, but I was just thinking that I would have to. We'll talk about it off the mic.
Okay. If you ever had a podcast, you should call it Off the Mic because everything you put on it, you'd want to take off. Well, my brother said that because we're Jewish and I order things and I make a lot of modifications. I can never just be like, yeah, give me the sandwich. I'd have to be no butter on the bun.
Right,
Can I get barbecue sauce on the
It's
side?
very Jewish order.
Yeah, so like this idea that some people are just like, yeah, get me. Some people like you want something to eat. They're like, yeah, get me whatever you're having. I'm like, huh? Whatever it is, you'll eat?
Yeah.
Just people that are just fine with things.
Yeah. I don't know those people. I don't understand those people who shake things off.
I feel like you're not in this well.
No.
Bring it closer to the microphone.
Oh. Yeah, people who just like
you hear that
shake.
difference?
People who just shake things off. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, if I'm in the shower, I'm thinking about a conversation from 2015. You know, and I'm
That's
just
a great opening joke.
And I blurt out. I'll just blurt out. I'll be like, whatever. I'll just say whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's
I do that.
That's me. Like,
who gives a shit?
Who
I'll
gives
say that.
Yeah,
I say,
I'll just
who
be
gives a shit?
I'll just be flossing and be like, who even gives a fuck? Yeah,
I do that too.
Right? Like, so yeah, I don't know who these people are that just shake things off. My mother's that way.
Shake things off?
She deals with shit all day. She's a social worker. She deals with crazy shit all day. People yelling at her. People, you know, like lives are on the line. And she goes home and she's like happy.
Yeah.
And you will think about this podcast 6 years from now. Be like, well, you shouldn't have fucking said that.
Do you ever think about any of the other podcasts you did on this where you were freaking out about what we talked about? Freaking out about what we talked about. This is actually the calmest you've been about the things that you've revealed on this podcast.
Well, that's why I was excited to come on the show because I feel that I'm in a different place in life. But a week ago, I was better.
You said nothing wrong.
Okay, good.
What do you think of the Polaroid?
I look scary, dude.
Let me see. You look great. Great hair, man. Pod.snaps on Instagram. I have yet to be uploading them because I need to go back and capture some of the ones from the earlier episodes.
Yeah.
But I have an Instagram at pod.snaps where I'm going to be putting from episode 1 on every Polaroid. So I want to get people are already following, but I want to get people to check that out more. And I apologize that there's not really anything on there. Every now and then I'll put on a story, a sneak preview of like these Polaroids so people could see who's going to be coming up. But
well, I appreciate you. You know, and I appreciate the Polaroids and I appreciate your time. And
Do you think you could be better at sex? Or are you the best you could be? Do you read books? Do you ask questions?
I'm not reading books or asking questions. And
Do you
I
ask
think,
questions of women you're with?
I think, you know, like with stand-up, some shows are better than others.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're connected with the person, sometimes you're not.
Do you
Sometimes
feel like the
maybe-
feedback you get from the audience is more direct than the feedback you get from a woman you're sleeping with?
Well, I guess you can fake a laugh, you can fake an orgasm, so who knows?
But can't you tell when
I
somebody's
think
fake
so.
laughing?
I think so. Yeah. I think you can tell. I think you can tell when you're having like a genuinely good physical connection with somebody.
You know, I could tell you, still this could be faked, but here's a little trick for men out there.
Yeah.
Or women, but women probably know this.
Yeah.
To find, like, if you think a woman may have faked an orgasm, if she doesn't go pee soon after, chances are she might be a redneck.
All right.
No, but generally speaking, after an orgasm, a woman will have to pee. So just clock that. If she goes, oh, that was amazing, I just had the biggest orgasm. Well, I don't have to pee.
Well, I don't think they'll ever say, well, I don't have to
yeah,
pee.
you know what I mean. If she just goes like, well, you want to get up? And then you're like, is she going to pee?
Right. Good to know. Good to know. I'm going to keep an eye out for this. This is a good trick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think we're petering out? We're not ending on a high note. We're just kind of petering out now.
That's okay.
That happens.
I don't know if people are still watching.
And it doesn't matter.
They may have hung up, turned it off when the first theme music came in before we came back.
It doesn't even matter. That's the point.
Yeah. See, it's great to say that in the moment instead of 3 weeks later while you're flossing.
Yeah. I'll do it then too, though. You know I'll do it then too. It makes me feel really happy that that you do that too. That's a relatable thing. I think we're not so different, you and I.
Well, we have similar mothers.
Yeah. You're just more
Careful.
autistic.
I think you're artistic. You do a lot of creative choices. Yeah, listen, man. Being anxious and being worried, you're not going to really be able to change that. It's in your body.
Really?
But what you can change
Go ahead.
and what you can work on
Tell me.
easier
Yeah.
is recognizing that those feelings are just that.
They're just that.
They're just something you made up.
The weather.
Changes.
Your feelings are the weather.
Sure, it's cold out. It is, but it's
But it'll be
going to be
warm.
warm tomorrow and it's going to be cold the day after.
And then I could also just like put on a jacket or take it off.
But be careful going into situations with jackets when you don't really need it.
Right. Right. And I think I came here in a bulletproof vest and I didn't need to. I should have come in here fully open and nude for you and just.
If you didn't tell me all the things that you were feeling weird about, I would have no idea. You're not behaving in any.
The thing is, I guess it's a few things.
What's going on with all the itches with your nose and your ear?
Am I having a lot of itches?
Yeah. Is this a thing that you do when you're touching a lot?
Am I touching a lot?
Touching a lot.
I don't even notice. What I'm thinking is a piece of me doesn't know how to not say exactly what I'm thinking and feeling.
Well, then it's funny that you say that because I was thinking something that I was keeping out, but now that you say it, I'm going to say it. I wanted to say when I didn't notice, I want to be like, no, nose this. Go ahead.
You're a fucking nightmare and I love you. Okay. So, it's just.
That's not that small.
What's this now?
I thought you were saying that's the size of your penis.
Okay. Oh, God. You're driving me nuts.
I get it. That's what the pirate said when he had a steering wheel attached to a rope that was attached to his testicles. Do you remember that joke?
No, but that's really impressive.
There's a pirate and he's like, I don't remember if it's a joke or a comic book strip or something.
He's like, arg, you're driving me nuts.
Arg, you're driving me nuts. Yeah. Because it's
I thought you came up with it on the spot and I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't.
I guess what I was going to say is I don't know how to not say what I'm feeling. And also I have a tendency to be like, well, I'm on your podcast. What am I going to do? Pretend like I don't know how to talk about other things if I'm obsessing about certain things. So It's like, then I'm just going to be boring on your podcast, and then I'm going to feel badly that I was boring on your podcast. So I'm like, well, I might as well talk about what I'm going through, but then I'm going to regret that I talked about what I'm going through because there's a level of vulnerability to it. But it's also what's interesting and what people might relate to, and it's very human, and it's not that big of a deal, and I'll get over it, and I probably will be thinking about it in the shower 4 years from now, or maybe not, because I forgot about our previous chats.
You know, if you wear your heart on your sleeves and you're open to vulnerability, it's really tough to show them when you're wearing so many jackets and bulletproof vests. Vulnerability is a beautiful, attractive, non-boring thing. It's also human. It's also who you are. And the best thing you could offer is who you are. Now, you could go up there and do your jokes and do your little funny shtick. In fact, I advise you do because it's fantastic.
Thank you,
but that's
Rick.
not you.
You as well.
That's not you.
Go up there and be yourself.
Yeah, because people, Maya Angelou once said, do you guys want to get something to eat? But no one ever quotes her on that.
Yeah.
They only quote her on the other stuff.
The other stuff.
But she's human too.
She's human too. And sometimes she's hungry.
You know what's interesting to think about? Maya Angelou farted, picked her nose. At the same time.
Blasphemy.
Do a rap about Maya Angelou being a prostitute. Go ahead. Go.
She was a prostitute. Yeah, yeah. She was a prostitute. Yeah, yeah. She was a prostitute. We know that it's sketchy, know that it's dangerous. We know that it's bad for your health. I am as shocked as you are. I just found about it myself.
Damn.
I was just told right now, live on the fucking cast. Damn. How long will this painful feeling last? I was lied to. History books I'm done with. I thought it was bad enough just learning about Chris Columbus. And now I gotta come to grips with the true facts.
What's that?
Prostitute, damn. How could she do that?
Damn. Did you know that? I'm serious. I'm going to look it up.
I don't feel comfortable with this.
Maya.
We can't talk shit.
Angelou.
I don't want to. I don't like these words in a row here.
Look at this. Was Maya Angelou a prostitute?
Listen, on this note, I really do gotta go.
Yes, Maya Angelou was a sex worker.
She was now?
Yeah.
Well, look at that. We're all human.
That's what I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with being a sex worker. It's one of the oldest professions in the
dictionary. We're all human.
Yeah.
And this chat encompassed that. There were moments where it's like there's nothing happening. There's moments where I feel on and I'm doing well or whatever that means. And then that's, got its own issues. And then there's moments where we're like connecting. There's vulnerability. There's discomfort. I just think I'm glad I stayed as long as I did. I think we covered a lot of ground. I'm sorry you missed your stretch. But I think, you're a dear friend and we'll do this again if you'll have me back.
I was wondering if I wanted to animate a deer to come in to introduce you to my dear friend, but I think it's late in the podcast and we already did some skeleton birds, so.
Yeah. And the award show stuff.
Funny stuff. I
think that'll be good. You can do a little spotlight and you can do some music.
Yep.
I don't like your tone, to be honest with you. You know what? This is fucked up. This interview's over. I'm done. This interview's over. Honestly, I'm out.
What? Talk to me about this. What? Young business, please. I'm begging you. Just sit down, take a deep breath, and let's discuss.
No.
Let's discuss the album.
It's done, Mort. It's done.
How long is this fucking mic?
Listen here.
Okay, no, don't.
If you let go of it, here, let me get in there.
Don't get in it.
Wrap it up for you.
You gotta take the. No, you can't take the pants off over the shoes. You can't take the pants off over the shoes.
No respect. Can we get out of here? I have a driver. Can we get out of here? This interview's done. Fuck this. Fuck this. Got a lot of nerve. It's so ridiculous.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue, scoop dee. Oh yeah.